You'll hear her marching. You can actually hear her marching. What-o?
What-o?
Looking rather spiffing for today, I'd say.
Indeed, old chap.
Yes, not that old, thank you. I'm not so much a chap, but not to worry about that. Deanna, my producer, is in the helm today and she is going to go retro on those prices. I have got my landmine girl, the gorgeous Hannah Roxbury. It is going to be brilliant today.
Yeah, very exciting day.
I can tell you now that we are going to make and make do. That's the theme of the show. Just like in the 1940s, we're talking war and post-war, where they really had to batten down the hatches and make do with what they've got. We're going to really go with that theme. We've got some fantastic handy hints from many of our guest designers. We've got some great ideas for you, and we're really going to get into the spirit of what the 1940s was all about, and that was whatever you had in front of you, make something from it.
Exactly.
And make, you know, enjoy the fact that you're lucky enough to have those things in the fact that everything comes to us like that these days. Well, not anymore. We're going back to the 1940s and we're going to really make a difference. We've got some really cool ideas working with different things that you won't have seen us work with before, some ideas that perhaps you're going to challenge yourself with throughout the next coming weeks. So hopefully you're going to have a great show. Thank you very much for joining us. Can I just tell you that this hat is an actual, it's what's it called? It's a relic.
Yeah.
It is authentic, therefore it's the same weight as me. So I feel like by the end of it I'm going to be like some kind of tortoise trying to push out of my shell because it's that heavy, it's pulling me head down. And inside here is the actual gas mask. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? So thanks to my mum, who provides all of the costumes for all of our retro shows so far. Thanks to my mum. As we go through the show you'll see Claire, she's dressed up. She's one of our army soldiers. We've also got the RAF. Our Tom he's in RAF, so we'll make sure. Tom's here. Quickly, Tom. Quick march. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I have got quite a slow army today. I'm sorry about that. They're a bit slow, but it's because he's got a cuppa. Go on, Tom. I need a bit of RAF action. Oh, look at him. Oh, he makes me feel proud. Look at him. Just look at him. It's like my little boy. Look. Look at him. Are you going to go and navvy the planes?
Yeah, I'll navvy the planes.
I don't even know what navvy means, but he'll go and do that now. So we have got a show, bless you, thank you, Tom. We have got a show full of opportunity. Shall we start as we mean to go on? Hannah?
Yes.
We shall. We shall start as we mean to go on by bringing you a fantastic early bird. Bring on the early bird slide. The early bird is in style today. It has got even its helmet on, ready for action, prepared for duty. Let's see it full screen, because just look at that early bird. I have to say that Claire is particularly proud of that. I need to say that again. Claire is very proud of that. For all of our bosses out there, look at what Claire can do. Ooh. Right. This is your early bird. Are you ready for action? I was born ready for this kind of action. We are bringing you today a fantastic offer, real treat and a half. Anybody who's into their wire work, well, welcome to the wonderful world of some of the best bargains that we can bring you. You're looking here at 0.4 mil gauge. You're getting 15 meters of your silver plated 0.4 mil gauge. Now, if I just show you just the potential of this, real malleable quality, the kind of quality that means that you're going to be able to create something really stylish, something really workable. Anybody who's into lattice weaving of your wires, a bit like with the Laura Binding-esque techniques, then this is the kind of wire that you need to be working with. 0.4 to 0.6 mil is normally what's used for that almost lattice or binding or weaving technique that she's done a few times on air. So if you want this, then you need to come in nice and early. This is going to be of our fantastic retro show. I think this is retro number 3.
Is this retro number 3?
Retro, you did Retro 1.
Yeah, which was...
Then I had...
never lived that one down with this sparkly hot pants.
That's right, with the sparkly outfit. That was 1970s. Then we did with
1920s.
Natalia, 1920s, and now we're into the 1940s. Now, obviously, next month, you decide. Like you did this month, you said 1940s. I think we've got into the spirit fairly stonkingly. Would you agree? Yes. So we've got into the 1940s. What do you want next month? You choose the theme. I'm thinking perhaps heading a little bit closer to maybe the 90s or the 80s. You know, we could go, oh, we could all Spice Girls. Oh, you'd make a brilliant Ginger Spice. Oh, Matt Barron, Ginger Spice, we've got it. He's a sailor. It's not going to be that much of a change. No? Where's your hat? You've taken your hat off already. I knew you'd do that. I knew you. Thank you. It's hats on. I love it. You look a little bit like Donald Duck, but let's not go there. We have got an amazing early bird special for you. The 1940s theme kicks off right here on Jewellery Maker with this fantastic 0.4 mil gauge, 15 metres of it. For what price? Well, you have got to believe this. Seeing is believing, in fact, with this price offer, because how low can we go? Well, we are talking about 15 metres, and this is the type of gauge of wire you can really make the most of, can't you?
Yeah, it's really, really versatile. I use it an awful lot in my tiara work, as you'll see a little bit later on, and it's just really, really handy. It goes with everything, and you can create Linda's hair vines. Those are very, very popular at the moment. It's just
And that's the thing is that, you know, you will see throughout the show that Hannah uses this type of gauge lots. In fact, one of her main designs today, which I know you're going to love with the Make and Make Do theme, you're going to really love what she's done. And if you want to try and recreate yourself, you need this wire. This is the one to get. It for 15 metres of silver-plated copper wire for £2.45. We're in retro theme pricing. Retro theme. What would that be? £2 bob. £2.45 is all you pay. And there's tanners, wasn't there? And there was shillings and, oh yes, £2.45 is all you pay. 15 metres of silver-plated copper wire, 0.4 mil gauge. If you were around in the 1940s, will you text in your memories? Will you text in what was happening to you in the 1940s? How old were you and what you experienced and the Make and Make Do theme that we're sticking with today? 60777 is your text number. JM Studio. So that's JM Studio you need to start your text with, and then text into 60777. We look forward to your texts throughout the show. I have got a bit of a competition going to go on, but I'm going to tell you about that later on. Because truthfully, I've just remembered that I don't know what you're going to win. Because it was up to me to decide what you're going to win. I've got some nice Fondant Fancies a box of Fondant Fancies. Could that be a Yeah, potentially not. Maybe we'll come up with something a bit more imaginative than me Fondant Fancies. £2.45 is all you pay on this amazing offer. Your silver-plated copper wire. I guess we'll just have to eat those Fondant Fancies then. Oh, what a shame, eh? Shucks, what a pity. £2.45 is the way we begin. Oh, did you hear me? Did you hear me mask there? That's the actual mask. £2.45 is all you pay. Congratulations if you got that one. A magnificent opportunity. Hold the lines to confirm. It's all ready. 644 655 is a free phone number that you're dialing from a BT landline. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Now, I have coming your way today pearls on pearls on pearls. Check this out. Or should I say, check these out. Oh my goodness me. Oh my beauty. That is a treat and a half. You are half and a shilling. You have got here the most exquisite quality of pearls. You're looking at the treat of our collection of pearls. I can tell you, I am going to do some serious retro pricing on pearls, and I mean some absolute blinding offers. Quality pearls, rock bottom price. Now, I did promise right at the, probably about 2 weeks ago, that we were going to do something special on bead scoops. Now, I've got some news. Batten down the hatches. Guess what? I've only got a massive quantity of bead scoops. Yes, I am beyond myself. I know everybody keeps on texting and email going, bead scoops, I want bead scoops. What about the bead scoops? Well, the good news is we have got bead scoops coming out of our ears today, 12 o'clock. If you're watching on repeat, that's 2¼ hours time, something like that. So tune in just after 12, okay? Just after 12, as the 12 o'clock just shifts over, right? Tune in, okay? It's gonna be an awesome day, because if I just mention the word labradorite, I'm not meant to mention the word labradorite, but I will just keep on mentioning the word labradorite, because it is probably one of the finest strands of labradorite that I have ever seen in my life. I'm not meant to mention it yet, because we are just confirming that I can definitely bring you labradorite at the price point that we have discussed. So I'm not going to mention the labradorite until I'm allowed to. I didn't do anything, my lord. We have got an amazing, I have just disobeyed orders from the Colonel-in-Chief. The Sergeant Major, yes, Deanna is gonna, what are you gonna do? Put me in peeled potatoes all day? Is it gonna be my punishment? Huh? I like potatoes. Potatoes! You're going to make me work? What, straight after the show? You know, you mean you're going to put me on Gems TV Extra straight after I finish here at 1 o'clock? You mean I'm actually going to go over to Gems TV Extra at 1 o'clock? Is that what you're going to do? You know. Yes, she is. We have an amazing show. I know I keep on telling you, but really, there is an abundance. Where shall I go? Right. We've done the silver wire. Congratulations to you. This box is probably going to get quite in the way throughout the show, isn't it? Because I'm just going to do this. Just take a look at what is coming your way. What is coming your way? This is coming your way. A magnificent kit is coming your way very, very shortly. Before I bring you this, and I mean, I know you're going to adore it, because it's the quality of colours that you've come to fall in love with. Every time you see pearls against a backdrop of crackle quartz, against a backdrop of fluorite, we know it's going to be an absolute stormer of a kit. That is coming your way. But before that, we are going to challenge Hannah. Now, the theme of the show is make and make do. Now, I asked all of our guest designers if they could come up with themes or ideas and handy hints and tips of how they make and make do. Now, I have to say, some of them are inspired. Some of them, Debbie has actually made do for us with an idea in mind. She's just a star, isn't she? And I have to say, you need to keep watching, because throughout the show we're going to do handy hints. Okay, we're just going to flash up a few ideas that you can really put into practical use in your jewellery making day to day. I want you to share with me your handy hints, and the best person with the best handy hint of the day, decided by, well, let's say decided by the Sergeant Major Deanna herself, whoever comes up with the best, well, you want it to be Colonel. You were demoted because you were showing a bit of cheek, to be honest. Can I take a stripe away from you already? Does that seem a little bit harsh within 1/4 of an hour? Am I in a position to do that? Probably not. Probably not. So, imagine if in the army they just go, yeah, I'm going to take a stripe off you today. Do you know what I mean? You're not a colonel anymore. Right. Have you got a handy hint to share? If you have a handy hint, a tip to make and make do. Do you do something that perhaps you think other people might like the idea of doing to make the most of what you have in your stash? If you've got an idea, text in. Whoever comes with the best handy hint of the day, as decided by Colonel Sergeant Major Deanna, right, will win a prize. I don't know what it'll be. I'll tell you later on in the show once I've made up my mind. JM Studio is where you text into. That's JM Studio. Start your what? You cannot give them the China pig. You can't give them the China pig. Deanna says you can have her China pig. Deanna, really? Deanna says the winner of who can come up with the best handy hint for the day can have the China retro pig. And now, can I just say that is a family heirloom of hers. When I say heirloom, about pudding, no, I won't say that. Right, the China pig. Right, I'll say to you that the China pig, and I'll do something as well. I'll do something. I'll come up with something during. I'll do you a scoop. A scoop in the pig. Right, you're going to get a scoop of gemstones in the pig. Well, perhaps not in the pig, but around the pig. Like some kind of crackling on the pig. It's going to be gem crackling is what the pig's going to get. Hey, I've got a brilliant joke for you. I've got a friend who was going out with a girl and she'd lost her ear. And she had to have a pig's ear put in his place. And he said to her, do you have any problems with it? And she says, no, just every now and then I get a bit of crackling. And he said, when did that happen? She went, a week ago.
That's terrible.
Sorry.
Really bad.
Oh, it's going to be a good show. When I say good, we have the Make Do theme. You know what, Ed? Handy here, come into 60777. Start your text at JM Studio. Start your text with JM Studio. 60777 is the text number, though. We're going to make do on the challenge. All that I am going to give to Hannah Oxbury today is this.
Bead scoops.
Bead scoop. Now, if you don't know what a bead scoop is, hang on. It's a scoop of beads, but not just any beads. It could be literally a random selection. I can't give you any idea of what's inside. I'll show you what's in this one. Right, but as I say, this is just a random scoop. Well, I can see some that match though. Oh, that's a good bead scoop. Oh my goodness me, that's an amazing bead scoop. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so that's the bead scoop. Hannah, come on. I'll show you what Hannah's got. Hannah's got a bead scoop. What have you got in there?
What
My
haven't I got?
Totally different to yours.
What haven't I got? I've sat this morning just sort of tried to...
No.
Yeah, all of that came out of one scoop.
But look at the difference. This is what I mean by they're all different, right? They are all totally different. That's Hannah's, and then look at mine. I mean, that's just what I mean to say by they are each going to be, each scoop is going to be totally different. Each one of them is going to offer something totally unique.
Different.
And you never know what it's going to be. You just genuinely don't know what it's going to be next, do you?
Not at all.
Kind of a bit like what this programme's like. You never know what's going to happen next. I feel the same, if that helps. Who knew a year ago that we'd be stood like this, Hannah?
I definitely had no idea.
No, me neither. Right. Wow.
Yeah, where to start? I mean, goodness me,
Did your bead scoop come with these findings or not? But your bead scoop came with findings?
Mine had findings in, yeah. Just sort of earring findings, little, all sorts.
I'm impressed by that. I'm also impressed that I can't now lift my head up because my head's got stuck. It's really heavy, this hat. I may have to take it off because I think I'm going to get a headache. I have got other hats, don't you worry about that. Maybe the competition can Vicki wear in one show. Maybe that could be a theme of the show. Right. You've got smoky quartz there.
I've got smoky quartz.
Amethyst.
I've got labradorite, pyrite.
Pyrite.
Loads of pearls.
Aventurine.
Look at the pendant, look at the size
Lapis
of that.
lazuli, that's a beautiful aragonite. You've got an amazing, that's a good scoop.
Yeah, all sorts.
That is a good scoop. I'm impressed by that. So, this is it.
Yep.
Now, we're going to give you a little bit of a chance, right?
A fighting chance
on this one. Just by saying, use what would be essentially in your stash of findings.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can do that.
Don't go overboard.
Don't get mad.
Don't take the
Don't
mickey,
get mad.
because I will know. And you know, I'll take the stripes off, and you know what I mean.
I haven't got stripes. I just work the land.
You just, I just work the land.
I did work the land.
Bless her, bless her, working the land like that. I don't know what I will do. Maybe I'm the ration girl. I could be the ration girl, couldn't I? I could do that.
Yeah.
So you can use your findings that you would essentially have in your stash. You know, take the principles of it as you will. I tell you what, I am going to be kind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
Look, I'm going to be kind because I'm going to get you that.
Ah, yay!
Yeah.
My
just because
favourite.
that's nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's yours.
Thank you very
Because
much.
that's just me being generous today. I don't know why I'm being generous, because it's not in my spirit or my soul to be generous. But I'm just thinking that might just give you a little bit more of a...
Yeah, no, that's good.
Do you want to see what Hannah has made? And you have been hard at work. Oh, it's a good excuse for me to take the hat off because I'll have to demo it.
Yes, you will, yeah.
Have I got hat hair?
A little. A little.
See, I'm not ashamed. Like she's just stepped out of... Yeah, let's not say that. Look.
Make to amend.
Look at this. How cute is that?
Buttons. Everyone's got a stash of buttons at home.
I can't tell you how many buttons I have in my drawer.
Yeah.
I just, you know when you get some, and you get the third one with every outfit, you always get at least two in their little packet, don't you?
Absolutely.
And they go in the same drawer. So my drawer has one little section that is just full of buttons. And I never use them because at the moment I lose a button, is the moment I go, oh, I've lost a button. I need to sew it on. And then I never get round to it, ever. So, now obviously we don't sell buttons. So the principle is you could make this with your buttons at home, but you've used wire.
Tiara bases that are back in stock on
And
the
our
website.
tiara. So we have got the tiara bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those are available online right now. Jewellery Maker. Gosh, Vicki spit it out. www.jewellerymaker.com. So that's the website. Or you can speak to our call centre and they'll happily oblige to take you through, you know, the opportunity of being able to get those bands. The wire's there, £2.45. And if you didn't want to use buttons, what about getting a bead scoop and doing it with your bead scoop? And just mixing it up like that, because that would make something really exciting. So this is just one of the make do ideas that we've got for today. And as you can see, Hannah's just, I mean, she's worked really hard on that. You could just tell, can't you? Because and it sits really nicely, actually. It's really easy to wear.
Yeah.
You can feel the movement of it because you've given it a little bit of a rise, haven't you?
Yeah,
Shall I take it off so we can have a bit of a close-up on it? There you go. What do you reckon to that? It just looks so cool.
Yeah, it's just
Did you genuinely have that many cool buttons in your stash?
I had a few of them. I had to supplement it, and some of the girls in the office helped yesterday, so that was good. But yeah, just mixing it up, and just enjoying it. I've used obviously the 0.4 silver coloured wire on that, and it's just the hairvine technique. Which when I get a chance I will put on the Jewellery Maker blog as well.
Am I right in saying that the hairvine technique, wait, is like this one in here? Look.
Yep, exactly the same.
So this is the Get Started booklet. This is literally everything you need to get started. And when you make your first purchase with us, we send you this booklet. And the booklet gives you not just like the basic techniques, it takes you through a few more. And that includes this vine technique. And it's basically just twisting the wire,
Just twisting the wire. Instead of twisting it onto a base, you're twisting it back onto itself to form a base. So yeah, exactly the same.
And so there you have it. That's the technique to get you into creating this. So all you need is one of those tiara bases.
Yep.
Then you need to have the wire, which we've just given you offer for £2.45. And if you want to do buttons, well, just go traipsing through your drawers. Or alternatively, get the bead scoop. Coming up in probably about 2.5 hours, I'll be doing bead scoop offer, the ultimate offer for bead scoops. So that's to look forward to. We've never had such a big quantity of bead scoops, so I'm rather chuffed. So that's all sure, that's all to get. Now, we have got other ideas to make do, haven't we?
Yeah.
Guys, do we have a chance to just quickly show one of the ideas, or shall we move? Yeah? One of the ideas was from Debbie.
Debbie, fantastic Debbie Walford, yeah.
How cool is she?
She is the coolest.
She is the coolest. Just take a look at what she's made. Take a look at what Debbie has made. Now, do you want to know how she's done it? Let me show you how she's done it. It's made from a gift bag. That's it. Look at this. If I hold the gift bag beside it, Debbie has literally laminated it and then given it a little twist, making a little bail almost, or a hole.
Yeah.
And then added it to the chain that you get with many of our kits. Hey, Presto, look at the look.
So funky, isn't it?
Truly
So
funky. And isn't that just a simple idea? I mean, really fun, really effective, and yet so simple. That make and make do theme really coming into it. So,
you know, there's sort of gift bags and things from friends for presents that you just don't want to throw away and you want to keep, so why not make a necklace out of it like Debbie
can I just say, my husband has a real thing about it, because if you go into our study, right, one side beside the desk is basically overloaded by those gift bags, which I refuse to sell, like to put in the bin, because they are so beautiful and I want to reuse them, but I can't reuse them fast enough to the ones that come in, and I've just got piles of them.
Well, it's the same as my nan, you know, and it harks back, because obviously my nan is from this area, obviously. So every Christmas, every birthday, we have to sit whilst nan painstakingly unwraps all the presents and folds and keeps all of the wrapping paper.
That's it, because that's the make and make
do.
do. Absolutely. So that's a brilliant idea. Bless you and bless you again. So we have got other ideas throughout the show. We did have quite a few of our guest designers giving us tips and hints. So how about we have one? Let's have one from Natalia. Natalia came up with quite a handy hint of the make and make do theme. I quite like that one. Take a look at this. She says, make a bead soup bead. Random beads of different shapes, colours and sizes often look amazing when made into a beady beads. Give it a try and see for yourself. Well, that is perhaps the challenge for you today. Maybe you could do a nice beady and show us what it's like. Do a beady bead of some of the different looks and see how it works together. That is from Natalia. Plenty of those as we come through the show. Come on, work with me.
Oh, nearly.
Come with me and my hat as I take you through another fantastic offer. It must have been really hard to walk around with a gas mask all the time. It must have been that's probably something you just got used to, you know, just something that was just part of everyday life, but perhaps because I've never had to do it. It's one of those, isn't it? Right then, I have got another offer for you. Let me have this here. This offer oh, this is nice. This is very, very nice. Take a look at this. You have here the beautiful frosted finish of white quartz. These are faceted stones that just have this most silky finish to them. I mean, really tactile, gorgeous quality. Now these are double drilled, which for a lot of people, once they've started working with, they don't look back. If you haven't experienced double drilled strands yet, I really would say to you, give it a go. I really would say this is a chance to really adapt and give a dynamic to your jewellery that you perhaps have never experienced before. Because with the double drilled, you can either use a single drill if you prefer, but you can also create something that wraps around the wrist or wraps around the neckline and really has that cushioning effect. And with the satin finish that you get from these strands, look at that close-up. Just look at that close-up. Now, this is a 2-strand offer. Really? Okay. We're looking here, 2 strands for 1 price. Do you know what I'm about to say next? Can you guess what I'm about to say next? 2 strands. Oh, I don't know whether I'm allowed to say that yet. I don't know what. Deanna's doing some serious, I can honestly tell you in my ear right now, the calculator is cracking away because Deanna has made a very executive decision to push the boundaries of price even lower. She is re-establishing that she deserves to have another stripe on her arm. Yes, I did demote her at the beginning of the show from Colonel to Sergeant. Now I'm taking her back up there. If she's going to do that with the price, 2 strands, and look at the quality, the finish of these. It's not just about the visuals, it's the tactility. You know, we've got to remember that jewelry is not just about wearing it, and you want to have something that feels as good as it looks, and that's what you're going to get from this strand. Exquisite quality, the smoothness, and yet the faceting just adds a little bit more of a texture to these strands. Really delightful quality. I mean, whether you're going to use these as just a simple strand against the wrist, or whether you're perhaps going to create something dramatic against a backdrop of other colours, well, this is a strand that is going to be adaptable, versatile, wearable, and durable as well. Quartz, of course, sitting around about the 6 to 7 mark on the Mohs hardness scale, so really wearable, durable strands. You're getting 2 strands for 1 price. Now, I think I'm right in saying, and perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but I think if you went on our website right now, the single strand of this opportunity comes in at £12.95. If you were going to try and buy one of these strands, 260 carats, one strand comes in at 260 carats, you would be paying £12.95, and yet we've made the decision, ignore the £12.95, ignore the 2 for 1, let's do 2 for less than a £5 each. Now that is the way we bring you the retro show. The retro theme is all about opportunity. The retro theme is always about us really concentrating our efforts on bringing you some spectacular ideas and some spectacular quality. The quality of our gemstones remains the same. We have a dedication. The only thing that changes is the price, and as you can see, that's some seriously good price changing. We could have expected for a 2 1 to pay £12.95. Now that's good. That would have been what, £6.50 a strand. That's good for a feature quality strand like this. You don't need to. 2 strands for less than a tenner. 2 incredible versatile strands. Whether you're going to make these just as individual features for your jewellery collection or mix them with whatever colour. I mean, literally, this is a strand that goes with everything. You put it with a red, it's going to look dramatic. You put it with a blue, it's going to have that warmth. If you put it against a backdrop of the more richer colours of autumn tones, it's going to create a nice-like finish. This is an amazing opportunity. 2 strands for less than £10. This really is the way we do it on our retro shows. And thank you very much for your company today. Hoping that I'm finding you well. I know that you'll be on the phone lines really sharpish on all of our offers today. If we're doing anything like this for the rest of the show, you definitely need to be sharpish. Congratulations. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Or you could join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget that we do offer you a postage and pack for the whole day. Now, your P&P offer is for the whole day. Now, that runs for just this channel, okay? So we're now saying to you, if you purchase from Jewellery Maker, right, we have a brand new warehouse. Whoop, whoop. Can I have a whoop, whoop? Yes, we have our own individual warehouse now for Jewellery Maker. That therefore means that when you're buying from us, you can only buy from us for that single postage and packing offer because the warehouse is in a different location. So therefore, I will repeat to you, if you're buying from us today, then you can't go onto our sister channels and buy from them and then add to your order, okay? So it's one P&P, and that's now for this channel only, Jewellery Maker. That's because we've got our own warehouse, which means that we can go really fast on your orders, and it means that you're going to get all of those gorgeous things that you want as speedy as we can. It means that we've got more room, which means we can get more brilliant offers. I think it's something like 4 or 5 times larger than our last warehouse. That gives you an idea of how much more we can gain, and by gaining more, what do we get? More opportunities. £9.95 is all you're paying, less than a 2 for 1 offer. Less than a 2 for 1 offer. We're taking it lower. I mean, that is seriously low. Less than a £5 a strand. Loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it like that. £9.95 and congratulations to you. As I say, if you have paid your postage and packaging already this morning, maybe you've got that early bird, perhaps you've just got that double strand. Well, the good news is, once you've paid your postage and packaging, you now add and add and add. That's, of course, here with us this morning and then through into our evening show. The late show starts at around about 5 o'clock through till 9 o'clock. So there's definitely ways of making the most of that postage and packing offer for the day. That is just the beginning. You know how I mentioned the labradorite? You know how I said that I wasn't supposed to mention the labradorite, but I will because I'm so excited about... I so wish that sometimes I could just put my earpiece to the microphone so you could hear what Deanna could say. So just every so often, because obviously most of it I couldn't broadcast. But I'm getting into serious trouble because I've not well, she said don't mention it within the first hour. And I said, mention what? And she went, the labradorite. And I went, what am I not to mention in the first hour? She said, don't mention the labradorite. And I'm thinking, what do I not mention? Labradorite. Coming your way. It is the most ridiculously beautiful, finest grey. Hannah has seen it.
It's out of this world. It is amazing. I was sort of on the other side of the studio and I was like, oh, it's sparkling. You can see it from here.
I mean, Hannah's there, Deanna was over there, and that's the impact that the Schiller had. I know I'm not meant to be talking about it. She says, get over the labradorite. I'm getting over what? The labradorite you want me to get over? Okay, I'm getting over it now. It's coming up later on in the show. Oops. Right. Can I get on with the first kit? No. Let's do some tiger's eye. Oh, I really want to do that kit because it's gorgeous, but I'm just there looking at me going, hello. Not yet. I'm holding off, I'm holding off. The pearls are coming your way. I've had a couple of people saying I didn't tell you the time of the pearls. The pearls are coming up through the shore. I can't give you a time because we're almost, we're gonna just like kind of play it for when it fit the vibe, you know, we think. And of course, the good news is that we've got so many things going on throughout the show, including the pearls, including the labradorite, and all, of course, the handy hints and stuff like that. Well, really, you don't want to look away for a second. So if you keep watching, then you'll definitely get the chance to win the pearls. I'll tell you what, I will give you a time. I'll definitely be bringing them before 1 o'clock. Okay. Cheeky, cheeky. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, oh, oh my goodness me. Well, it just is incredible. They are just exquisite, aren't they? I'll tell you now that these are incredible. Just take a look at the quality of these. I mean, the quality. Oh, what I love about these is that. What I love is that I've already got people trying to buy them. That's what I love. I've already got people who are trying to buy these drops. I love that. I love your enthusiasm. I'm sorry, I can't give you the chance to own them just yet, right? You need to be patient on those phone lines. I know it's a free phone number, but we can only give you the offer once the graphics are on, right? The graphics aren't there yet, so when the graphics come on, then you can purchase them. And I can't tell you the price until that's also on the graphics. But with that in mind, thank you for picking up the phone earlier. I really do appreciate it. We've got a serious number of people who are watching today. The retro shows have really picked up the fact that everybody loves a bit of fun, but everybody also loves the deals that we do on our retro shows. And I think really with that principle, we know there's a lot of people watching, and we can see that now because your reaction to these have literally just, our phone lines have lit up. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm today. I really appreciate it. Hard work pays off, girls. Hard work, and boys, hard work does pay off. We have got here an amazing faceted drops. 14 by 10. The exquisite thickness of these really makes a difference because they're not flimsy-flamsy. Sometimes I would say that when you get drops elsewhere, they feel just a little bit fragile. Not here. Look at that thickness, look at the girth that you're getting. And that depth really does give that solidity to the quality. And the sheen of that cat's eye is just enchanting. It's almost like a golden obsidian finish, isn't it? It has that shimmering quality. Absolutely exquisite. The light play is phenomenal on this. Now, that's just the first strand. Now, if I hold that out first, just so I know that I've showed you, it is a full strand of drops. A full strand, and those drops are 14 by 10. They are delicious. Not where we stop, though, because if you've got tiger's eye and drops, then you deserve to have tiger's eye in rounds. This is a seriously cracking strand of tiger's eye. 8mm tiger's eye. The crispness of that chatoyancy, the cat's eye effect, is delightful. Can you see how the light splinters across the surface of the stone? It literally splits through the stone itself. It's an absolutely enchanting strand, exquisite quality. Look at that movement. Gosh, that just shows you what top quality gemstones can bring you. You know, I'm not saying that you can't get tiger's eye elsewhere. I'd like to question whether they bring you that quality for the price we're about to do, because that really is high grade tiger's eye to my eye. Then on top of that, just to finish it off, we're giving you a little bit more texture to this 3 strands. We're bringing you the rice beads of wood, and there's a big on wood. I always say that wrong. Bayong wood. Always get it wrong the first time around. I'd call them more rice beads, but they're classified as bicorns. They're probably somewhere, they're almost like a mix between the two, aren't they? A bicorn rice bead. A bi-rice. A barice. A baricorn. A baricorn. A ricorn. That's it. They're a ricorn. That's what it is. A combination rice, a rice bead, and a bicorn. Just like that. I know, did you get that? Just came out of the ricorn. I know I'm on form today, aren't I? I am on form. I'm top form. These are 30 by 10mm. If I just hold these, can you see the lovely graining of them? Our cameras will get there in a second. Just take a look there. See, look at that. Absolutely magnificent. Look at this. They're lovely, aren't they? And they're really nice and light. And sometimes I think when you see the wood, the nicest part about it is that they look solid, which they are, but actually they're hollow, so they have a lightness, so they're not going to be heavy around the skin or the wrist, the neckline, etc. So what are you getting? Well, you're getting those fantastic ricorns. You're also getting your rounds of tiger's eye, and on top of that you're getting your yellow tiger's eye faceted drops. All of this in one offer, 3 strands. I've had a lot of interest on those phone lines from the very beginning, the moment I showed those drops. And all those people who picked up the phone early are being rewarded in style. Thank you, thank you, thank you for picking up the phone early. Our thanks is in our prices. Great quality tiger's eye, feature of style to those drops and rounds, and your price point is just $12.95. That broken down, we're talking what £4.32 a strand, something like that. That's an awesome opportunity. Absolutely extraordinary. If I held this up, just those that 1 drop strand, and said £4.32, you wouldn't believe me, would you? You just would not believe that you had the chance to receive the quality of these beautiful drops of tiger's eye for less than a £5. That just doesn't feel like it just doesn't seem right, doesn't it? Yeah, it is right, and it is really, really enjoyable to be able to present quality like this. It really makes my job so easy to just display, and all I'm doing is just showing you and having a wee chat with you, whereas really the hard work is in everybody getting the great prices. You know, our buyers are working their socks off at the moment, and by working hard, these are the results. £12.95 for that strand of the tiger's eye as well, for those rounds. They are just a delight. They are good, aren't they? £12.95 is already paid. Can you see that shimmer? Can you just see that sheen of the golden tones? Almost like it's a backdrop of chocolate with then a dripping of caramel. Oh, nice. Chocolate and caramel. Used to be my favourite. When I could actually eat chocolate, when I was allowed to eat chocolate, that was my favourite. Chocolate and caramel.
Yummy.
Oh,
Yummy,
and I
yummy.
once, can you remember, I don't know whether they still do because I don't know, I don't buy it anymore. They used to do 2 sticks of chocolate and caramel. Right, 2 sticks, not like the bars, but they used to do sticks of chocolate and caramel. And I once bought a packet without knowing it only had 1 stick in. Right, and this was when I was younger, and I was so mortified and horrified at the fact that it only had 1 stick and not 2, that I wrote away. And guess what I got? Lots of chocolate for free! Yay! It was the best letter I'd ever written. £12.95. Free chocolate. Have I just said literally all the children who haven't gone to school yet are going, that's an idea. That's a good idea. What, I get free chocolate? £12.95. Don't try it at home, kids. £12.95. Say again? It probably didn't happen in the 40s. I wasn't around in the... Thanks, Tom. I thought I looked kind of all right today as well. I was thinking the bags under the eyes, I could hide them with a bit of foundation. Obviously not the case. Tom. Exactly. Go on, go. That's it. That's it. Off. £12.95 is all you're paying for that amazing 3 strands, double tiger's eye with the drops and with the rounds. And on top of that, you've got those gorgeous, what do we call them? Rye cones. Well, because I came up with it, I forgot it. Because I came up with the name, it just disappears, doesn't it? Right then, £12.95. £12.95 is all you pay on that one. Oh, now there is a queue still on the phone lines. We're processing your call as fast as we possibly can, and I apologise about the queues. It is a free phone number, so it is definitely worth giving us your patience on those phone lines for us to process your call as fast as we possibly can. And hopefully we're having a bit of fun, so while you're waiting on the lines, you don't mind because we're having a bit of a giggle. Do you want to see the gas mask? Do you actually want to see it while we've got people on the lines? I'll show you later on when I can open the box. I can't get the box open. Right. What about this? I haven't got my hat on. My boss has just walked in. Boss. My boss has said he confirms that is quite a good costume. It is quite a good costume, isn't it? I'm just worried that when we get to you start coming up with different eras that I can't find costumes for. I'm just a bit worried about it because I feel like we've got quite a high bar to our costumes for retro shows so far. I think we've set our standard really high.
We have, yeah.
Now I'm just worried that somewhere along the lines, my mum's costume department won't be able to help us out. Fingers crossed, that'll be fine. Right, we have for you the most magnificent, indulgent kit. That's the word to describe this, indulgent kit, because this is really ticking so many gemstone boxes. What you have here is that combination of classics and timeless features to your jewellery collection. You know, one of the nicest things about making your jewellery is that you can always change it up. Once you've made a piece of jewellery, you don't have to stop there. You can wear it and then you can make and make do. And this is, again, the theme of the show is that once you've got something in your collection, once you've made something, you can actually make so much more of it. You don't have to be restricted by just keeping it for one look and for one outfit. Actually, once you've worn it, maybe you then want to take it apart and start all over again. And that's the really nice thing about making your own jewellery, isn't it, Hannah?
Absolutely. I have a rule with my jewellery, which I have discussed on air before. If I haven't sold it within 3 months, that's it. It gets cut up and I use all the components again and it's fine.
And that's the thing, is that you always want to be changing up as well yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're not selling your jewellery, actually, it's really nice for your collection. I tell you what, I can tell you this is the truth. Like yesterday, right, just when I was trying to pack up, because I don't know whether you know, but I don't live close to the studio, so I live up in the northeast in Durham, and the studios are in Redditch. And so normally what I have to do is pack my bags for I'm coming down for the show and stuff. And so yesterday I was trying to get like clothes out for you know, for the shows today and for tomorrow, and I'm working tonight on Gems TV Extras, so I had to get my clothes out. Is it sometimes that you can look in your wardrobe and you just find things that you're happy to wear with, and then other times you look in your wardrobe and you get really frustrated because you're seeing the same things, and you've got nothing to wear? You've got a whole wardrobe and yet I've got nothing to wear. My husband came up and he went, "What are you doing?" I went, "I've got nothing to wear." And he just went, "Vicky, look, not only have you got your own wardrobe, you've taken over my wardrobe. Your clothes are taking over the world and yet you've got nothing to wear." But I always say, in the terms of like the retro theme, make and make do, actually the principle of jewellery making is that you can never get bored with your jewellery collection because you're in control of it. You can change it up whenever you want to. It's not like you know, when you go into your wardrobe, even unless you're a seamstress, where you can take things apart and start all over again. But with your jewellery, you can. You can make and make do. You can transform something that you've already worn into something totally different by just changing up some findings or changing up the jet. It really is exciting, and with my mind, this is the type of 3 strands that you'll be able to be versatile with time and time and time again. You've got here a combination of pearls, crackle quartz and fluorite. I am really sorry, but I'm gonna have to take this off. I can't put my head down without my head like nearly falling off. I'm gonna have to say, I feel a bit of a, all right, I'll change my hat. I feel like I'm letting everyone down by not having a hat on, and everybody's keeping their hats on. Right. Is that all right? Hat number 2. Chocks away and toodle pip. Sorry. Let's do it. We have got here, I just couldn't deal with that on my hat all the time, on my head. You've got here pearls, cracked quartz and fluorite. my director Claire's just gone, "Yeah, Vix, to be honest, you just look so stupid, I'm just going to stare at you. I know you need me to show you the gems, but you do just look..." What, you want me to just... No, I can't. Right, look at this. Look at this for a quality 3-strand look. Oh, exquisite? That is the answer. Truly exquisite. Now you've got here that perfect combination of textures and tones. You've got the rich grass greens, you've got those beautiful olive greens, you've got the creams against there. That's just that 1 strand of pearls. That's it, just that 1 strand. Now they are top drilled, which means you can create this lovely, almost cascade effect. Because of them being top drilled, for me, you're looking here at like a chandelier-esque finish you could create. You could create something of an icicle effect if we're going towards, like, you know, I don't want to say the word festive. I'll say the word festive, right? I won't say the word, you know what word I'm talking about. Let's just talk festive. But if you wanted to create that cascade finish, this is the ultimate way to create gifts. Yes, I agree there. Thank you, Matt. You've got there your gorgeous cracked quartz faceted puffy coins. These are 10 millimeter rounds. I just want to take my hand away and just show you just 1 or 2 of these. I love these stones. I just adore them. They just shimmer and crackle and are textured. It just really, really works for me. It's got clarity, which seems almost impossible when you've got so many rutilations, but this is the most amazing thing about the quality of our quartz, is that you can get that internal texturing, which is a delight. That's what it's meant to look like, because it's had that thermal shock treatment. It's placed into extreme heat and straight into extreme cold to get that crackled texture. You want that texture, but the quality of the quartz is defining that clarity as well. Absolutely exquisite. That is a beautiful strand. It really is a great looking strand. Plus, on top of that, you've got your fluorite. And your fluorite here, well, delightful. Just delightful. This is your puffy rectangles. They are 10 by 7 millimeter. You're getting 150 carats in total with your fluorite. Anybody who doesn't know fluorite, well, it has this beautiful fluorescent quality, phosphorescence almost, where it glows internally. You've got the warmth of those lilacs and lavenders. You've got the richness of those fresh greens against those clearer tones as well. So put them all together, those three strands are already capturing the imagination. This kit is called Green Pastures, and I think in principle that is really summed up. But if you're thinking of the green pastures, then perhaps you want to be thinking of the skies that are blue, because I think really, if you've got a perfect image of rolling green fields, you normally think of them with blue skies, don't you? You don't normally think of the rolling fields and then thunder and no. Although probably potentially in this present moment that we are in, it feels like you're probably more inclined to see darker clouds than blue skies, isn't it? But we won't be negative, we'll keep on the positive. We're going to stick with the blue sky theme by introducing some beautiful blues, so giving you that real sky blue quality. You've got those lovely electric blue, electric blue organza ribbon. That's 10 meters in total. Then you're also getting your 10 electric blue organza gift bags. Those are 16 by 11 millimeter. Now to go with the ribbon, you are getting your connectors. Now I will just show you these because these are really cool. And they just work so simply to create a really feature look for your jewellery making. Now literally all you need to do is just place your ribbon, and I wonder if I could find a ribbon end, because if you're watching for the first time you might wonder how they work. Can you see this? Literally you place the end in like so, and then you can just close them, and they're malleable enough to be able to close with your fingers, and then you'll just use a flat nose plier to close them in totally, and then you'll get that lovely finishing touch like so. So that's your extenders. They come with an extender chain, which I just think is a real bonus addition, because they don't need to come with an extender chain, but they come with that extender to add that detail. That extender chain is, I think I'm right in saying 5 millimeter, but I might be wrong on that one. Pardon me, 8 centimeters. I just said 5 millimeter and I went, no, that can't be right, 8 centimeters. I don't know where 5 came from. So, there's your... Right, so I've got 4 of the extenders. They're all being very cheeky in my ear today. I would just like to say, cheek, you will pay for the cheek. No fondant fancies for anyone. No fondant fancies. You've already eaten them. Fair dues. Hannah looked shocked there, like proper shocked. She was like that. How very dare you? How very dare you? Right, to stick with the blue sky theme, what about this? You've got there, I'll just move that because that's not part of it. You've got here a fantastic combination of the blues. So you've got your blue coloured beading thread, you've also got your electric blue elastic, you've got your standard beading thread, and you've got your standard clear elastic as well. So put that together with solid sterling silver findings. Oh, that's a bit of a bonus now, isn't it? Yes, you've got your solid sterling silver findings. That includes 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 open jump ring 5mm, 3 open jump ring 8mm, and 3 of your spring lock bolt ring clasps. All of that solid sterling silver, I repeat, 925 sterling silver, comes at just $24.95. $24.95. You've got there your blue skies matching along the beautiful. Could you imagine that blue beading thread against the blue, the clarity of that crackle quartz? Have you done that? I bet you have. I bet your instinct. Yes, Hannah has. My instinct says that if I've seen something, then Hannah will have done it because she's clever like that. And yes, she has. Yes. Hannah has put the blue beading through the crackle quartz, so you'll be able to see how nicely that looks. Because the blue of the beading thread, when it runs through, gives a little bit of a tint of blue through the actual gemstone. So this is just a bundle of spectacularness, isn't it? $24.95 is all you pay. Your greener pastures. Now I can tell you now, this is a restricted stock offer. Okay, now normally we bring our kits with a decent quantity so everybody gets the chance to own them. With our kits today, I'd call them because there's not enough to go around in principle. First come, first serve. Please be quick. Don't hang up on the phones if you find yourself getting an engaged tone. It's a busy day, so there'll be a lot of people picking up the phone at the same time as you. Just dial again if you get through to an engaged tone. If we don't answer your phone straight away, right, but you have heard the voice message, just stay on the lines and we'll process and you call. It is a free phone number that you dial in. Of course, you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Right then, Hannah.
Come on over.
Hello there.
Hello.
Tally-ho. Chocks away.
Yes.
And what did you make of this kit?
I loved this kit. It was an absolute pleasure to work with because it was just so fresh.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really different. Just lovely combination. The pearls are really high quality and very, very gorgeous as well.
And what did you think of it? Because I like the drop of the pearls.
Yeah, it
was
was really nice to work
centre
with.
drilled,
Yeah,
and they're not.
They're top drilled, and they just sit beautifully, they almost like a little frill to the edge of the.
That's exactly, yeah. Gorgeous.
And that's just the ladder weave technique, which again I think is in the starter booklet. But all of these pieces, because we're on a make, do and mend, I haven't put clasps on.
Ah.
So what we can do, I've left the ribbon really, really long as well, so you can take it off, you can wear it as a choker, you can wear it as a long necklace, or you can put it over your wrist and wear it sort of wrapped round.
So this, instead of being exactly what you think of it as you've set it up against there, you actually have decided that the make and make do theme doesn't have to be then, you don't have to restrict yourself to one piece of jewellery. And this is the thing that I keep on saying, like my wardrobe yesterday, I genuinely could have thrown everything out because I was just in that kind of mood. Oh, I really need to go shopping. Oh, what a shame. But do you know sometimes you do get to that point, don't you?
Yeah.
And actually, this is when this is where you really go. But jewellery making, you'll never get bored of because there's always going to be something. Can you wrap that round for me and then you can show everyone? So instead of it being a choker, what about that?
Oh, that's enough.
Is that enough?
And then,
How about that?
and then just do a big bow or something.
And then you could just do nice that as a wrist wear piece instead. All right, gas mask. How cool is that as an idea? And that's just a simple ladder weave,
absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. And you don't need a lot of beading thread, and I've still got gems left over from this kit as well.
Did you? Because there's actually quite a lot when you consider what you're getting, isn't there? I'll just hold that there. That's lush, isn't it? That really is lush. So you've got your fluorite running through the centre, and that's almost like the rungs of. And then you've used your pearls against the either side.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. So, I mean, it's a simple idea, but it's, as Hannah says, you don't always have to be restricted to like one idea for the neckline, and then you can't use it anywhere else. This is the chance to be able to give yourself a bit more diversity, neckline and wrist wear at the same time on different occasions. Now, you also made a feature of what I was talking about earlier on, which is the beading thread.
Yes.
Take a look at this one.
It's a beautiful colour on the beading thread, and it just makes such an impact when you're putting it through the crackle quartz, like you say. It really does show, but it's subtle as well. It's not sort of an in-your-face beading thread colour. It's just really, really pretty.
I really like the depth of it. Can you see that, guys? Do you want me to take that off? Is it easier for me to? There we are.
And again, that's the same thing. I haven't put a clasp on that, so you can wear it all different lengths, all different styles. It's just, and I felt they kind of look like daisies.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they
just
do have that
pretty little
vibe about
colours
them.
and things, and it just reminded me of sort of summer's meadow. You know, it's just.
And what kind of technique is that? Is that like, have you wrapped and double?
I've gone through once and then gone through again. Technique as well, and you can use it with all different manner of stones and things, just to give really different looks. But yeah, it's just it's like a stopper technique, I suppose you'd call it.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you show?
I can show you. Let me just get rid of that.
Like it, like that. I can't see, but I like it. I really do think that I might fall apart by the end of today. I think my neck might fall apart as well now. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed. I can't because I have to go on extra straight after this. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
Busy girl
I keep forgetting.
today.
I keep forgetting. Thanks for reminding me in my ear though, guys.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the middle.
Yeah.
So normally with these techniques I'd choose and start one end and then carry through. But because I didn't know how many I wanted to put on, I did start on the middle with this one.
Okay.
I've taken a length of beading thread, probably about 1 metre.
Yeah.
And I thread on one of the crackle quartz down to the centre, followed by 3 of the pearls there.
Can I just move that a little bit that way?
Sorry guys.
Thanks, miss.
And the pearls, it's difficult obviously in the studio when you've got the lights bouncing off them, but the beading thread does fit nicely through this drill hole. You don't have to ream these pearls or anything.
Yeah, because it's actually quite a versatile to have the colour.
Yeah.
It's quite versatile, really, because it's quite handy against the backdrop of the white pearl, isn't it?
So what we're doing is we're taking the opposite end and threading it back through the crackle quartz and pulling. And you see I've got my finger and thumb holding and supporting the quartz in place, and the rest of the thread also held in place because you don't want to pull that either. So we're just pulling the one side down till we get to a stage where we're happy with how they sit. And I think about there, because I quite like movement in my jewellery, and that just space affords a lot of movement between the gems there.
Because you can already see how it's forming.
Yeah, and you just simply keep repeating the process. So
but do you go through the same gemstone though, do you? You know, do you go through the same?
Yeah.
All right.
Through that one until you finished both sides. So 3 more pearls on and back through in the same direction. Again, I've had no trouble fitting the quartz through. And just pull that nice and even, so you've got both sides the same.
Yeah.
And then what we can do is then move on to the next quartz. And then again, what you want to do is leave space between, so everything has space to be seen. And I think the space around gemstones is really important because it highlights them. So I'm going to stop that one about there.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop on 3 of the bronzy coloured little cultured pearls there.
I love that they're drops. I've just decided
so
that I really
sweet,
like drop pearls.
I think you go through stages, don't you? And at the moment, when I pick these up and sort of cut them off the thread that they come on, I was just like, these are just so pretty, so pretty.
I just love pearls, full stop. I don't think there's ever a time where I haven't just adored the classicness of... Classicness? Don't think that's a word, but it will be now.
So again, we're repeating the process, but to keep that in place, again, finger and thumb, holding it nice and tight, and popping the beading thread through in the opposite direction. And if it moves, it doesn't matter, you can just sort of squidge it back into place. And there.
That's nice.
And then repeat the process with 3 again. I mean, you can mix the colours up, but just for this design, I decided to keep the colours all separate.
Yeah.
And I think it made more of a feature of them, really.
I do think you're right. And I think the nice thing about it is the strand comes mixed up.
Yeah.
But a bit, it almost allows you to be more free with it.
Absolutely.
Because you could put them all together, but in principle, it's quite nice to separate them and then see where it goes, isn't it?
Definitely. So again, we're taking the beading thread back through, just holding everything in place. Sometimes needs a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. And pull.
I love it.
And it's as simple as that. I mean, you can keep them as close as you like, as far apart. And sort of like that, they almost look like butterflies, so you could really go to town with a length of them. But for the process one, I've just used central white, 2 bronze, 2 greens, and then finished it off.
And you know how I was saying about the quality of that crackle quartz? Can you just see how the colour of the beading thread is actually almost seeping through and giving that that lightness of blues tinging through the actual run of the gemstone.
It's reflecting off all the internal sort of facets of things.
That's it, yeah, definitely. It's absolutely gorgeous. It just adds, again, it's just another dynamic, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's exquisite. Off.
Yep.
How exactly did you do it? Because I'm looking at that going, okay.
So pretend we've done sort of the amount of daisies or butterflies, whatever you want to call them, that we want. We put on one of the crackle quartz, thread it down, and then again the same stopper technique that we've used to keep these ones in place.
That's the bit that I was thinking, how did you stop it? It's the stopper technique, isn't it? Can I get you to move your...
Sorry, I'm right back here. thread that on and pull. So we've gone back through, and just because you can choose to show the thread, but I've done it so it's at the back, pull it nice and tight.
Yeah.
We then thread on, oops, come here, 3 of the pearls.
I'm interested about the ribbon as well. Do you want me to grab, grab some ribbon so I can get you to show me how to put the ribbon on? Just because I'm intrigued by how you've actually putting it on.
Yeah. So that's the end. So I've threaded on 3 of the pearls and 1 of the quartz. I didn't need to do the stopper technique because the pearls are keeping the quartz in place.
Yeah.
I just grab a crimp bead. And what I've done to finish the end,
yeah,
I've popped on 1 of the crimp beads, as you would do normally with a crimp bead.
Yeah.
But instead of putting a clasp or anything on, I've just threaded it back through.
Oh, I've just suddenly realised what you're going to do. Oh, it's taken me ages. I was going, and where's she going to go with this? The penny has literally just dropped, or the threepenny bit.
Threepenny bit.
In the 1940s.
So I've left a little loop.
And you've left it so that you can, oh, you're a clever man.
Squish it with my flat nail and snip it. You see, I've bent the wire back against the crimp, so I'm not cutting the wrong thread, and it affords you a nice, you can get right close in there.
Yeah.
And then I take, because I've doubled it up, I take the thread down to, oh, the ribbon.
Yeah.
I get so much of it in these kits.
You do, don't you?
Taking it through to the middle, made a little point out of it and pull. I then open up what I've just put through and take both ends through that loop that I've just created and pull. And what I can do, if I don't want the sort of crimp and everything on show, is just keep pulling down on the loop, and that just hides everything up nicely.
I like that.
Yeah, it's just really neat.
I like that you get it to the finish where you don't see the crimp bead, and if you don't want to, you know, sometimes the crimp bead's nice, and it's sterling silver, so it's nice to be seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
But all I mean is that actually, if you want to hide it, if you want to get that ribbon and that floor,
you just,
that's genius.
Just shuffle it down. Just take your time with it and just neaten everything up. But yeah, that's
I like
nice,
your thinking. I just like you.
Oh, thanks, Vicki. I like you too.
If you like this kit, don't forget it comes with solid 925 sterling silver. 95 sterling silver. Now, I didn't get to show everything that Hannah had actually made. We got straight to the necklines, but actually, as you can see, this kit goes a long way. Feature jewellery. Now, once more, I'm going to raise the subject of gifts, and I'm going to raise the subject of selling your jewellery or treating yourself. If you're treating yourself or somebody else, solid sterling silver, I mean, you just can't go wrong for prices like this for $24.95. A pair of earrings, solid sterling silver, genuine gemstone earrings.
I mean, just think how much you'd pay if you went into a shop and brought them. It's just crazy.
And that's the principle. Pearl earrings. What would you pay for solid sterling silver pearl earrings? Elsewhere, shop, boutique, I wouldn't be surprised if you paid $24.95 for them, you know, and yet you're getting that one plus an abundance more.
There's so much.
Someone said that you know you had left.
Oh yeah, I didn't use everything by far. Actually, there's quite a bit there.
For $24.95, $24.95, and it is solid sterling silver. You can't call something sterling silver unless it has 92.5% pure silver in it, which our findings do. So it is pure 925 sterling silver that we're offering you. $24.95 is all you're paying. Congratulations if you get that one. That is our first of 3 kits, of which I have to tell you, you are going to love the kits today, of which I've already seen because you're loving this one. $24.95, they are limited edition kits. We haven't got huge amounts going around, so if you do want this kit, it is first come, first served. Plenty more to come. Let's go to the Wall of Fame. $182 is Julie in Bicester. She says, I made this entry for a friend's birthday in June. I used peach moonstone, wow, peach moonstone chips, you're a good friend, brought from Gems TV, and pearls and silver chain brought from Jewellery Maker. Hope I win, as I've spent far too much recently, but good luck to everyone else. Loving the show and the gems and the wire, etc. Bless you, Julie, and that is gorgeous. You really are a good friend. Moonstone and pearls.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Can I be your friend too, Julie? My birthday's on the 28th of April. That's diamonds, Julie. So obviously, if you can get that sorted, genius.
Excellent. I've got number 179 here.
Nice.
Very pretty combination. Hi all at JM. This is my second entry to the Wall of Fame, as I find I never have all the time. Too busy making jewellery. Yeah, that's so true. I made the necklace and bracelet from the agate slabs and coiled wire. The ring is the beautiful rose quartz carved flower, all from JM. I've got a jewellery party on the 15th of September.
When's that? Hang on, when's the 15th?
Is that over the weekend?
That's tomorrow. That's Saturday.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Oh, good luck for
who is it,
tomorrow.
Claire? Go Claire. Go Claire. Go Claire. Yay. And hang on, we'll do something. Claire, and then play it out. Right?
Yeah, because look, you can see it as seen on TV.
Oh, as seen on TV. You're buying Claire from Cheshire's Jewellery. Get you. You're getting like a designer's jewellery. Wow. Yeah. Cool.
Jewellery party on the 15th of September, and I think, oh, she's going to wear it. Even
nice.
better. Love the show and all the presenters, guest designers, etc. Hoping to come to see you at the NEC. See you there, and that's Claire in Cheshire. Yeah.
When
NEC.
is that?
8th to 11th of November.
8th to the 11th of November.
Yep.
Okay. I should put that in my diary. My diary's getting a bit full at the moment. I just keep on, like, I get texts and then I get really excited. I go, oh, there's something going on. Oh, I'm getting all social and I've got like friends and things. And then I look and go, oh no, I can't do it. Oh, isn't that disappointing when you don't get to go out very often and then when somebody invites you, you kind of go. It's gutting, isn't it? 181. Let's have a look. Oh, Pat. Hello, Pat in North Shields. It's a bit windy up there today, mind, Pat, isn't it? Bitter. Bitter up there when I left at 4:30 this morning. She says, hello, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's made from stabilised turquoise, gold-coloured silver-plated copper wire, from which I also made the chain. Love watching the shows, but don't get to see them all. Boo. But if I didn't work, I couldn't buy all of the beautiful gems. Hooray! Congratulations, Pat. I have to say, turquoise is one of my favourite gemstones. I just love the colour. And that wire is just beautifully done. Congratulations to you. Gorgeous.
I've got number 180 here. Very, very pretty. It says, hi all at JM. My entry for this week's WAF is a long line necklace made with the beautiful pink quartz butterflies. They are so pretty. I have the blue ones still to use.
Can I just say, when did they come about?
I didn't see them.
Who got those to present? What did they do to get those? I need to have words. I need that. That's gorgeous.
Love the show and all the great designs and ideas that everyone shares. What a wonderful craft jewellery making is. Love it so much. And that's Gladys in Cambridge.
Gladys, loving your style.
Yeah, if you like
really
butterflies, keep watching for later, Gladys.
Oh yes, oh yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Good remembering. Shall we have a handy hint? Let's have who's going to give us a handy hint? Debbie is going to give us a handy hint. Handy hint for today. She says, old bottle tops can make great badges, fridge magnets or pendants filled with old images. I have even seen earrings made from old 8-track movie negatives and also jewellery made from spoons and stunning rings and pendants from forks with the prongs twisted and hammered. That's a good idea.
Very good idea. That sounds lovely.
You know what I'm thinking? If you've got a really long fork, right, could you bend it around your wrist like a cuff and have like the fork prongs like that over your wrist?
Absolutely. Yeah,
that would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Like any idea? That's confused. Yeah, but if you were stuck and you needed to eat something, you'd be sorted, wouldn't you? No? No? Okay, Rebecca from Cheshire's texting. She says, hi all at Jewellery Maker, loving the retro show. Why not use old buttons and beads to glitz a dress or handbag by sewing a flower or other designs on them? Like it.
That's a good idea.
Like that idea. Now, if you have a handy hint, if you think that you could win our prize, which is the China pig, with gem crackling, as we're going to do, I think. Something like that. The China pig. Nobody's going to enter because probably nobody wants the... Oh, I'm sorry, Deanna. Nobody wants your China pig. She said, shall we just give them a gem scoop instead then?
Let's give them a gem scoop.
We'll give them a gem scoop as well as the China... Tell you what, text in whether you want to... You either start the text with yes, right, or no. The yes is that you want the China pig. The no is that you don't want the China pig to come with your bead scoop. Now, the only person who will win is the person who comes up with the best idea for the handy hint or tip of the day. Okay, so you text in, you start your text with JM Studio, and then you need to put yes or no, and then 60777 is where you text into. I'm looking forward to hearing from you today. I've also got this one. What's this one? This is another one, is it? Take a look at this. I don't know what it says. Check it out. It's Patricia. Hi everyone. You all look you all look brilliant. So excited. I took the day off work just so I could watch the show live. Can't wait for the bead scoops and all the other bargains. Bring it on. Lots of love to everyone. Trish in London. Trish, we will make it worth your while having a day off today. Hopefully so far.
Yeah.
We're it. You wait. You wait, Trish. I'm just going to say labradorite. 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 And bead scoops.
Yeah, bead scoops.
And pearls. See, Trish in London. You knew it. You knew it was going to be a good show. Keep watching. Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker with me, Vicki C. Hi. It is the retro show. We're in the 1940s theme, and we have got our gorgeous landmine girl, the beautiful Hannah Roxbury, joining us throughout the show, giving us some handy hints and tips, and she's got some amazing creations still to inspire you. If you have got a handy hint for us, text in to 60777. Start your text with JM Studio so we know that you're talking to us, and then we'll process from there. The first person, not the first person, but the person who comes up with the best handy hint of the day will receive the fantastic China. I'm saying China, I'm not convinced it is China. China pig and the gemstone. Where are you? I'm here. I'm here. Hello. So yes, if you don't want the China pig, you need to put in your text, no China pig. If you want the pig, it's yours. If you just want the bead scoop, then that's cool too. Deanna tries not to take offence by the fact that actually that is her China pig that she's happy to give as we have an amazing strand. Well, it's not just one strand. I actually have 3 feature pearl strands for you today. 3 feature pearl strands. If I just show you them together. Idyllic. Absolutely idyllic. A delight. A total delight for you pearl lovers out there. Now you're looking here at a range of sizes through from 9 to 7. I'm going to start with the largest right now. I'm going to do you the 9mm now, and I've got the 7 in the peach and the cream coming up later on. Let's go. These are gorgeous. These are absolutely delightful. Now, I'm going to give you a minute and a half. No, I'm going to be more jealous. More generous. I am going to be more generous. I'm going to give you 2 minutes before I introduce the price tag, okay? Before I tell you anything about what we're about to do, I want you to do one thing, and within that 2 minutes, I want you to try, if you have the computer available to you, any internet site, or if you've got maybe a catalogue, maybe you've got like jewellery information around you, perhaps you do your research that way. I want you to do me a favour. I want you to type in 7mm pearl necklace. Oh, pardon me, 9mm. We're doing 7mm later. Strike that. Don't type that in. Type 9mm pearl necklace. I want you actually to not just type in pearl necklace because you'll come up with fake pearls, because that's what the computer will do. 9mm genuine pearl necklace, because that's what you're getting here. Genuine pearls. These are not fake pearls. These are not fake pearls. These are the real deal. Genuine pearls coming your way. What do you come up with as a result? When you type in 9mm genuine pearl necklace, what do you come up with as a result? Take a look at the price points that you are expected to pay for gemstones like this. Your pricing is what you've got to take on board when we then introduce our price, because the simple facts are what you're looking at right now, and I'm going to give you another minute or so to be able to do your research on this. I'm going to give you about another minute, 60 seconds to be able to try and do your research and on price of pearls. Because I tell you what, I can do this, and what I've done is literally type it in, and I've come up with a price range that's going from fake pearls coming in at around about £24 to then the real deal pearls, and that's coming up, well, you can actually pay hundreds of pounds for pearl necklaces. The price range is incredible on pearls. The price range for fake pearls is astronomical, but that's not what you're getting here. We are part of the genuine gemstone company. Therefore, the ethos, the whole principle of the company is what? If we're called genuine gemstones, then what have we got to sell? Genuine gemstones, the real deal. When you get the real deal from us, you don't have to pay the price that you have to pay elsewhere. Why? Because of our buying power. And that's the simple facts of how we work. Our buying power gives us the chance to get you great price points. Now, I'm not saying other places can't get you great price points. I'm not saying that they don't have the potential to buy like we do. What I'm saying to you is that they might not pass on the savings like we do. Because our principle is this: if we get a great price, you get a great price. That's it. It's always been the way. It'll always be the way. We're a family-run business. I think the simple ethos is great deal for us, great deal for you. And if we keep it like that, then we'll never go wrong. This is where an opportunity like this really comes in. I've given you the chance to do your research. What have you come up with? Over £100 is on Deanna's first page of her research. See, she said, I need to call a sergeant, really, right? That's it. You can't say this is a comparison. All I'm asking you to do is do your research, right? Because I can't tell you the quality of the pearls that Diana's looking at. I can't tell you the quality of somebody else's pearls. I can tell you the quality of ours. And these are genuine quality freshwater cultured pearls. When you start to talk about the ingredients are established within that, your price researching could be hundreds of pounds, or they could be less than £20. How about 9mm feature quality pearls going less than £20? I'm going to ask you now to pick up the phones instantly. If you want these pearls, you need to be on the phone lines right away. You will hit a queue. Fact. You are going to hit a queue. If you don't pick up the phones right now, you're gonna hit a queue. The number's there to dial, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Your 9mm wow factor cultured pearls, your centerpiece to any jewelry collection, is yours for the taking. If I've said less than 20, how about I say less than £15? I'm saying it. Let's do it. An amazing offer. What? Not even 14, 12.95 is all you're paying. I mean, I'd have happily said to you 14.95. I don't need to. I'm saying 12.95. The number to dial is at the bottom of the screen. You've got to dial straight away to guarantee these are yours. An awesome opportunity. The classic statement of pearls in your jewellery collection. A timeless look. From the 1940s to present day, you could wear these every single day and never be out of fashion, never be out of style. This is the one gemstone that really will make a difference to you. $12.95. It's a busy, busy day. Of course it is. That price point makes it busy. You know, we can do all the themes under the sun, but if we don't do great quality at great prices, then we won't have a busy show. But the simple facts are we're having fun, but we're also doing something very serious right now. Quality at low pricing, and that's when you can't afford to miss out. A very, very exciting offer. One post offer. Don't forget your P&P today is for Jewellery Maker only from this point onwards. We've got a bigger warehouse, which means we've got bigger opportunities, and that means you're really going to benefit in the long run. For £2.95, your Jewellery Maker offer, £12.95 for your pearls. Absolutely awesomely classic, beautiful oh man, that's it.
That is gorgeous. Those pearls are absolutely stunning. The luster on them, it just doesn't come across on screen. They are gorgeous.
And I think it really is, you know, the nicest thing about it is that we've done retro shows for 3 months in a row now, and every show there's been a feature of pearls, but that's because every era pearls are still a focus. You know, if you want to go to the 1920s, bang, pearls were incredibly classic. If you want to go to the 1970s, even in that retro era of, you know, a little bit more earthy, a little bit, pearls were still an amazing feature of jewellery. That's because they are never going to go out of fashion. You buy now, you'll enjoy for years and years to come. If you want to join me, £12.95 is all you pay for some of the large pearls that we have in our collection right now. I was lucky enough to do some larger ones a couple of weeks ago. No, it was last week, wasn't it? But I tell you what, I didn't have anywhere near the quantity, wherefore I couldn't anywhere near give you that price. £12.95 is all you're paying for this offer. Hugely popular offer. It really is a treat and a half. I mean, even if you... I'm just thinking to myself, what about a simple pearl stud? You know, with just a butterfly back.
Really pretty.
I mean, look at the size of those. I have some Tahitian pearl stud earrings, and I wear them loads. I wear stud earrings quite a lot, just because I've got a little boy who is just ruthless at the moment. And I wear quite a lot of stud earrings, and my Tahitian pearl stud earrings, I get so many compliments about, because they are classic, but they're so wearable that I think a lot of people see themselves with the potential of being able to wear them as well. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what your outfit you're wearing. I mean, I've worn mine for day wear, just doesn't matter, they are that versatile. A nice simple size pearl stud earring would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. £12.95. I've still got people queuing on those lines. Be patient with us. Queue for around about a minute or so. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. Congratulations. Oh, I like that. Just a double strander. Do you know what I'm wondering at £12.95? Why don't you buy 2 strands, get a double feature for your wrist, and then create a nice neckline look with 1 pair of stud earrings? So get 2 strands to get the whole set. Upstairs for thinking, you know. Oh yes. Downstairs for marching. Today, oh yeah. £12.95 is all you pay. Hold the lines to confirm. Congratulations if you got that one. Absolutely exquisite. Now we have lots and lots to fit in today. I am now allowed, because it's beyond the 10 o'clock barrier, of which Deanna said I wasn't meant to mention the Labradorite, of which I broke the rules. I am peeling the potatoes later on, I have been told. How about this? This has got to be some of the finest Labradorite we have ever brought to air. I am categorically telling you, I have not presented a strand of Labradorite like this before, okay? Now, I know I've done some really good strands, and I'm being simple as this. I've done some strands of distinction where I'd have said you were close to this quality. Nah, nowhere near in terms of the quality as I'm looking at it here. In terms of size, I think I've done a strand of distinction with a smaller Labradorite that probably has equal. Claire's nodding because I'm sure Claire and I were together on that day. I've done a strand. Oh, you haven't seen Claire in her outfit, have you? There's our Claire. There's our Claire. Didn't she look cute, man? You look so lush today. Like, literally, I could take you home and, like, just have you marching around my house. No? No? You're not going to do that? Suit yourself. Labradorite of this quality doesn't come along very often. It's the size of the stones as well as the quality that's going to make such a difference. Look at that, man alive. Okay, can I tell the people who have got a phone in their hand right now who are going to try and buy this, put it down. We're not doing it yet, right? We're not going to do this Labradorite for another probably hour and 20, something like that. Just after midday, if you're watching on the live show, this is the finest, the creme de la creme of Labradorite. I genuinely, in terms of size and quality of stone, and Claire is absolutely in agreement here. She's not seen it, and she can't take her eyes off it. I know, it is one of those moments where you just, and it was the same with Hannah earlier on. Hannah was stood over there, and Deanna had a hold of the stand across the studio. She's like, oh my goodness, because the sheen of those turquoises, it is eruptive. That is the only way to describe it. Erupting with colour. That is just incredible. Okay. Yes, I agree. Confirm. Tommy Myers just got to go. Oh, that's a bit good, isn't it? I confirm. Right, I have coming your way. Can I do this one? Oh, oh, this is nice. Now we've had recently for smaller stones, smaller beads. We really do our best. If you let us know what you want, we genuinely do our best to respond and try and oblige. Just so you know, we never ever dismiss anybody's ideas or requests. It is something that we kind of hold very proud to ourselves, that you make us successful, therefore we'll always work hard for you. And this is why we are responding with these types of opportunities. For those of you who have been asking for the smaller 4mm beads, this is yours. It's a 3-strand offer. It's a really delightful 3-strand offer as well. You've got here the exquisite warmth of colour of some of the finest Zambian amethyst. Now, for location terms, we have to highlight this because really, in principle, for amethyst, you're probably looking at Brazil and Uruguay and Zambia. Those are the top locations. For Uruguay right now, almost depleting mine. I mean, almost impossible to get hold of Uruguayan amethyst. To talk about Brazilian, a little bit easier to come by, but I certainly would say, for me, Zambia, a little bit like what Zambian emerald is doing for Colombian emerald. It's stepping on its toes. It's really starting to say, hang on a minute, take away what you really used to think of as the ultimate source of a gemstone. For emerald, it always was Colombia. Zambia is now totally standing on its feet and going, hang on a minute, what about me? Oh, heck, just knocked the hat down. All right there. That was the noise, apologies. It really is standing on its, that really does look like it's just about to fall, doesn't it? The simple facts is if you're going to source a gemstone, really, you want to source it from the up and it's going, what about me? Because you know what it's doing? It's also saying, and you can afford me. Because if you have to pay for the reputation of Colombian emerald, then you have to find yourself another £300 or £400 in principle of a centre stone. You know, this is the facts. If you want to get Zambian amethyst, you're going to get vibrancy, you're going to get richness, you're going to get texture, and you don't have to pay a fortune. You don't have to hand over wads of cash. I can tell you now, I'm going to do this one strand less than £5. This one strand has got, what? Less than £4. Okay, I'm going to do Zambian amethyst less than £4. Crikey on a bikey. It's always good, it's always good. Now, if you don't just want to stop with those warm colours of Zambian amethyst, check out this combination. The richness of saturated colour that you're getting here. Your black agate 4mm rounds sit in true seductive silhouette quality to those purples. Can you see how well they match each other? Can you see how the darkness of the blacks really do highlight the freshness and the richness of the amethyst? It's not where we're stopping though, because on top of those two stands, you are getting your Kambara jasper. And it's almost like you're getting ruby zozite. That's how I describe jasper. Like this qualities of jasper. It has that ruby zozite colouring, that richness, almost a khaki green. You know, it has that real camouflage-esque quality to it. I will hold it out. And if I hold it out, you'll see those camouflage-esque colours coming through. The greens, those dark olive tones. And all together, you see that strand just working. Now, if I put it against the blacks, again, can you see how that black just works together so beautifully? Just how solid a combination that is. So I don't know whether you'd put them all together or perhaps you'd work them as separate features. The choice is yours. What I do know is that I can confirm that you're not just going to pay less than £5 a strand, you're going to pay less than £4 a strand. How about we do 3 strands for less than a tenner? 3 strands for less than £10. You are looking here at 4mm, and the 4mm, Hannah, we haven't seen a huge amount of recently.
It's really hard to get hold of. You imagine you got to cut that evenly in such a small shape. It's really, really difficult to cut 4mm.
And also the simple facts is that, you know, we are not in control of the stock list, and this is so hard for people to appreciate. I think that's really difficult for us, because I think in the modern day that we are, I think we're used to everything coming to us really easily.
Yeah.
You know, I think we almost accept. The other day, I needed to get some parsnips. I was making the children some lovely rice dish that I can do, right? One of probably just a handful of dishes I'm actually quite good at making. And I needed parsnips, and I went to the grocer's, and he didn't have any parsnips. And in that moment I went, no parsnips, but I need parsnips. Because I'm used to it. I'm used to expecting what I want to be there. I'm used to going to the shops and saying, well, I need X, Y, and Z, and there's X, Y, and Z in front of me. And actually, we've got to remember that that's not how Mother Nature works. You know, the simple fact is that we're not in control of when they're going to come to us. We are just sourcing from the ground, and so therefore, the only person who's dictating the sourcing of that is quite simply Mother Nature. And with that in mind, we've got to appreciate the price point that we're talking about here. Less than £10 for genuine gemstones. £9.95. So versatile, so workable into your jewellery. And I know a lot of our jewellery makers adore working with the smaller stones. They're not too small that you can't work with them. Detail and delicacy and a touch of dynamic, and I often say sometimes the smallest of detail will go the long way. Like the other day, You know, the other day when we said to you, we had those extender chains and we were saying, just add one gemstone to the end of the extender and it adds that absolute sumptuous finish to your jewellery making. This is what you need, this type of size. That's a perfect extender, just detail. Perhaps you're just doing a little extender to the wrist. Perfect. $9.95. That means that each one of those strands, £3.32 a strand. £3.32 a strand is all you pay. So congratulations. That includes the Zambian amethyst at that price. Just to remind you, you're getting Zambian amethyst for £3.32. Now there is a bit of a queue on the lines. It is a free phone number that you're dialing, so just be patient and we'll process your call as fast as we can. Congratulations to you. I'm guessing a queue of around about a minute to a minute and a half. And now I've got to say to you, to brand new buyers, don't forget that free phone number is from BT Landline, and you also get a free booklet and DVD with your first purchase with us. So if I just show you there, it gives you all the handy hints of how to get started. Now, if book form doesn't work for you, don't you worry about it. We've thought of everything, because not only do you get the written form, you get practical as well. You get a DVD free of charge, totally free of charge when you make your first purchase with us. So you can buy anything from us for the first time and this is what you'll receive, the booklet and the DVD. And I know for many of our regulars, many of our, you know, people who've made jewellery for years and years, they'll still have this handbook as that supply, that little source of, now how do I do that again? Or let me just remind myself of what that technique is. This is a real way to get into jewellery making in an easy way. DVD and booklet free of charge when you make your first purchase from us. Stay on those lines to confirm on that offer. I've got a handy hint. I've got another handy hint. Who have we got a handy hint from today? Oh, Alison. Oh, I love Alison. She says, I keep odd single gemstones and attach these to simple spiral ring shanks and sell them for £2.50. They are perfect for school fairs, etc. and fly out. See, the nice thing is that with a small amount of input, spare gemstones, a little bit of metal, a little bit of wire work and that kind of thing, actually, right, those are the types of things that'll sell and sell and sell, aren't they? So if you are somebody who's getting involved and perhaps you've got school fairs or maybe you've got Christmas fairs and things like that coming your way, just have a little basket. I've always said I'm fascinated by myself when I go to school, to fairs and things, because I always look at the cheaper things first. Like a little basket of bracelets, or have a basket of like key rings, or like Alison's just suggested, something that draws people in so that they know that if they like what they see but they don't have the budget to be able to buy something big, they can still spend their money with something smaller. So always have options, always have price range options, and that's something that I'd always, you know, like Alison said, £2.50, you can imagine somebody handing that over, and actually you could say, well, if you're buying one for yourself, why don't you get one for a Christmas present? There's a £5 you've made. Upstairs for thinking. Right, where am I going? I'm coming to you and I don't know why. Why am I going over there? Oh, we're going over here to have a look. Right, so we've kind of been preparing for this since, well, literally since the last month, yeah. We've been preparing, and because of that, bless our designers. As you've seen, they've all got involved in giving you handy hints, but they've also given us some inspiration to create.
They have.
Debbie, take a look at what Debbie has made.
How clever is that?
Do you know what it is yet? How cool is this?
It's her scarf.
Now, quite simply, Debbie has suggested, and is as simple as taking an old scarf, taking
strips of it, and then what she's done is used her scrap polymer clay, and just
so underneath here, if I just show you here, scrap polymer clay, okay, and it's little balls, beads,
that she's knotted either side and then wire wrapped around just to keep them all in nice shape, nice graduating shape. That's just from a scarf.
And that's just from an old scarf. How many old scarves have I got? I mean, I've got scarves that I thought were really cool at the time when I bought them, and actually they are, but just not as a scarf.
Yeah,
so now,
versatile,
and a bit of wire work, and then you've got that.
Yeah, a whole new accessory for your outfits.
literally how to create something totally different. Another handy hint, another way to give your jewellery a little bit of a twist, something a little bit unique, you know. And also you've made something out of the buttons as well, haven't you?
I took the buttons and decided just to give it a little bit of a new go.
Let me go.
Oh yeah, I had to put them out.
Take a look at this. Now, you know how we had the buttons, the hairband? Well, you've taken the polymer clay.
Yep, it's polymer clay. And what I've done is used our moulding compound that we sell online.
Yeah.
I think it's in other accessories. And I've taken moulds of a few of the buttons in graduating sizes and used polymer clay to replicate the button.
How awesome is that? Shall I show you a profile of this? Just so you can see that they have that 3D finish. So you can get your own, it's almost because buttons are standardly.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you've got a stash of buttons, you're not going to get many that are the same.
No.
Whereas here, you could create that almost uniformity.
Exactly.
And create whatever colour detail you want.
And this is one of our little moulds. And you use the moulding compound, it comes in 2 parts. So you take 2 equal parts of the blue and the white and you just sort of mix it. Mix it till it goes this nice sort of blue colour.
Yeah.
I think you've probably got about 2 minutes to work once it gets to this point. Then you just pop in whatever it is that you want to take a mould of, squish it right in and leave it to harden. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes and you'll know it's hard because you won't be able to get your nail into it, it won't leave a mark. Once it's all hard, whatever it is that you're taking a mould of out, and then there you go.
So it's here. Thanks, Matt. This is everything. I need to move these out the way so that I can get in. Take a look.
Blue.
And that's the compound, is it?
Yep, this is a 2-part compound.
Am I allowed to take them out?
Yeah.
Am I? I don't want to get into trouble. So, tell me exactly how you do this.
Or shall I show?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Am I allowed to open them? I'll open them.
What do you do?
So it comes in this sort of form. What you've got to be really careful of is you don't want to mix up your sort of lids or your spoons or anything, because as soon as you introduce glue, it will harden.
Right.
So
are you taking one of each?
Yeah, equal amounts. So about that much, just to show.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
A little bit more?
No, that will do. So take it out.
Yeah.
And then
mix it together.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mix it just to mix it
together. Just so anybody knows,
pinching it over.
I genuinely have never done this before. Anybody who does know, who watches Jewellery Maker on a regular basis, knows that I don't do stuff like this. Although I do like trying, I do like the fun of it. And actually, as I've noticed over the last few weeks, I've actually become so much more involved in wanting to try and make something.
That's good.
And for somebody who's not very creative, and I know there'll probably be a lot of people watching right now going, oh, well, I like watching, but I'm not very creative. That's me. I'm like that. Actually, I have started to just, doodle and dawdle.
And I think that's the fun thing about jewellery making. Anyone can have a go.
That's it, definitely.
So
okay.
Yeah, that's
soft.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
So I've just picked up one of the gemstones. Pop it down on the desk.
Do I do it flat?
Yeah. So flatten it a bit.
Like
and
that?
Stick in your gemstone.
Stick it in?
Mm-hmm.
Or just push it in?
Just push in. That's it. And then we're going to leave it to harden. That's it. That's what you do.
And then what do I do?
Just got to wait.
Well, how long does it take to harden?
About five minutes or so. It doesn't take a long time, 5-10 minutes. It'll probably be even quicker on the studio lights. But you'll find it will go rock hard. I mean, if you feel that.
Oh my goodness!
That's how it
I thought it was going to be much more malleable, but it's like it has got a bit of give, but not a huge amount.
It's got give to it, so you can pop whatever it is out easily. But it's still a lot harder than its original form.
And once you've got that,
you can use it over and over and over again.
So you get your polymer clay.
Yep.
You put it in there.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of shuffling about with polymer clay because you don't want it to sort of overlap. Because I was making buttons, I wanted to keep it in the mould. So what I did was take a ball of polymer clay, quite a small one, because you'll be amazed how far it spreads. And then using my acrylic sheet that you get in the starter pack, it's just a little square.
Flat, yes,
That's it. And just flatten it using that. So you've got a nice flat back to it.
Yes.
And then I'll leave it a little while just to set. And usually you can sort of pop it out onto the acrylic sheet if you keep the acrylic sheet on there and just sort of squidge it out. And then that's your button left in polymer clay.
And then you fire it.
Yeah, then you obviously take it off the acrylic sheet, because if you put the acrylic sheet in the oven, it will melt. And then, yeah, you fire it. And what I did with these, in between sort of moulding it and firing it, I made the little head pins into loops and stuck them into the clay when it was still wet.
I was going to say, because we did some, for those of you who were with me when I did Debbie's last polymer clay show, which was just last week, we did some little head pins that you could push in, so you could make your own bail inside. So you could do that with as you say, eye pins or head pins, etc. So you've got that potential, and just create that link. It's just such a great idea, isn't it?
I mean, that's the most fab thing about the moulding compound. If you're going from a make, do, amend point of view, how personal is that jewellery going to be then?
Totally.
I mean, if you're into your silver clay, your metal clays, you can take fingerprints in the thing and make your fingerprint jewellery.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be beautiful if you could do that for your children?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you just did that, and then you create clay, or whether you did a little...
Yeah, you can do it metal clay, silver clay, anything like that. These moulds will work with all of our components on the internet, so yeah.
Gosh, that's brilliant. I didn't realise that they worked with everything.
Yeah, polymer clay and metal clays.
That is super, actually.
And I
That's
think
a brilliant idea.
You can use the resin, because it's a silicon compound. Obviously, if you're using resin, instead of getting that sort of bright clear finish, you get more of a frosted look as well, which is quite fun. And I'm pretty sure you can use the jewel enamel in it as well. Just pour it in.
That's superb, isn't it? I seriously didn't.
It's a really, really great thing.
I'm just thinking, if you are, here's an idea, and I'm just going to throw it out there because it might not right, but if you were doing, say, something like a fair or a Christmas fair or something like that, and you wanted to make something really personal, you could just take that and you could get people to just give their finger, tell them to come back after they've walked around, and you could actually create their piece of jewellery.
Very own. You can make it into a little charm for a bracelet, for instance, anything at all. And it is so, so versatile. And it's that sort of thing, if you're on a craft store and you see the sort of someone sort of moulding something, it draws instant attention.
And people love personal gifts, don't they? I mean, I know, I love when somebody's really thought about something and you've got, genius, this is great stuff. We haven't used this, I haven't had this on air for at least a year. At least a year I haven't done this. So this is, come and get it. I do honestly think you should get this. Now, we are going to do a 24-hour price offer on this one, okay? I'm going to tell you now, once the 24 hours is up, by 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, once that 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning arrives, you will not get this price. I repeat, you will not get this price. This has been really straight with you. You've got to get it now if you want this price point, because if you don't, you will miss out big style. Original price, and this is going to go a long way, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, we've obviously used quite a lot to be able to show how you do it, because it's sometimes a little bit, you don't want too much for smaller things, but this will go a long, long way, and then your moulds are really usable.
And once you've got them,
then you can keep them.
They're good to go, aren't they? Your price tag should be $34.95. Tuesday, 9 o'clock, it will be $34.95 again. But for now, you get that. Wow!
Oh my goodness.
Special permission from upstairs. I have just been told in my ear that has got.
It's very special.
That is seriously special. Okay, if you are gonna give it a go now without having to spend $34.95 is great though.
That's a very good price.
When
we have to price a lot of things at the moment, but that pricing things and making sure research purposes, we don't want to be beaten by anyone, but that $19.95 is incredible for the amount you get. And
you just saw how easy it was. Look, I've never done that before, and you've seen that I have managed. I've succeeded, and that's saying something. That really is saying something. $19.95 is all you're paying. That is ludicrous. That is scarily ludicrous, actually. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655 is the number to. What we're doing, 2 polymer clay offers as well. I see them. These ones.
Oh, yes, goodness.
Oh, now then. I can almost hear Trish in London going, get it.
Yes, I'm glad I
knew I had a day off. I knew I had to do it. Trish, I won't let you down. I promise you, I'll never try and let you down. Right then, I'm going to go for this one first, am I? Now, I'm going to go essentials.
Yep.
Okay? I'm going to go the must-haves. Now, just to remind you, we're going to do 2 more offers, back-to-back polymer offers, that you can't get any other time than now. When it hits 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, the price will Definitely, 100%, I will promise, boink, back up. You buy now, you get a great price. You buy later, you'll get a great price, but it won't be as good as the price you're about to get right now, okay? Essentials.
Essentials, these are essentials. Both Debbie and myself swear by this pack simply because it affords you so much versatility in your other colours.
Ka-ching! Because one of the biggest things about polymer clay is there's the potential to add different textures and tones
Absolutely.
by mixing up different amounts, and certainly using like base colours like this. Now, if you were watching last week, Debbie showed you that because she showed you the pure colours, and then she said she mixed in one of these tones, and literally the colour and tone just transforms.
You've got to think of it in how you would when you paint.
Yeah, like
it's
a
exactly
palette.
the same thing. You can create infinite combinations of colour, texture and tone with the polymer clay. And I mean, people do use the clay straight from the packs because they're fantastic colours. But I know myself, and I know Debbie as well, are very, very keen to mix them in. I mean, for example, with the buttons,
Yes.
I wanted to give a little bit of sheen to them, so I've mixed them with both the a little bit of the white, and I've mixed in the pearlescent one, and I've got the sort of glitter one as well in there as well.
Can you see the glisteniness of it?
So any colour you can just add a little bit of glitter to it, just to give it a different look.
I think that's wicked, man.
But I also use this one.
This is one that Debbie said that
yeah.
this is her must-have, her essential. She will never go without
I
using
have
this.
packs and packs and packs of this at home because I get through it, you know, like you wouldn't believe. And even though the polymer clay goes so far, I use so much of this. And this is the translucent. It comes out, and it doesn't look translucent, but when you cook it, it does go quite clear. But what I use it for is to give the polymer clay a sort of toned down look.
That's exactly what she said.
Yeah,
identical what she said, exactly.
And that's both, as I say, me and Debbie really love our polymer clay, and it just affords you just a little bit more of a subtle look to the colours. You can still use the bright colours, but by toning them down, they're a little bit more wearable for some people.
Yeah, and I think, you know, when you've got this essentials pack, it is as it is essential. It's one of those that once you've got, you'll understand how much you'll work them, how much you'll use them. So you're getting here a combination of the black and the two white, then you're getting your pearlescence, and then you're getting your translucent. You're getting all of these for one price offer. Oh, we're proper dancing.
I'm getting excited.
Because I've just been told how low we're about to go. How low can we go? How low can we go? Oh my giddy aunt, are you kidding me? How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for £7.95.
I can't get in for that.
I know you can't. £7.95. It's a get it. Get it now.
Yeah, get it
Come
now.
and get it. Oh. 604. I love my jewellery.
I do.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Congratulations, big congratulations, huge congratulations, big jam donut size congratulations to those of you who've got a phone in your hands right now. 0800. All I've got an idea now is just how big a donut do you think you can ever make?
You could give it a go with polymer clay.
No, because you can't eat it. Yeah, all right.
Stupid idea.
Yeah, fool. 0800 644 655. Can we treat? This is done now.
I think we're pretty much there. It's a little bit wet still.
Ah,
But
I did it.
let's take an exact replica of that gemstone.
That is brilliant. So then I'd just get the polymer clay and you'd mould it,
Yep.
you'd press it in.
And then just lift it out onto the sheet, the
Yes.
acrylic sheet, and you'll have that faceted look to your polymer clay.
Whop it in into the oven.
Yep, put it on your baking tray, pop it in the oven, as per instructions on the back of the pack. It depends. I've had quite a few people in the last week ask me, how long do you need to cook clay for, and how hot, and what have you. Every oven is different, so really just follow the information on the back of the pack. My oven, for example, I can cook it for 15 minutes on 120. Mine's fan assisted. If I put it in one side of the oven, it cooks slower than the other side.
My chips did that the other day. I was gutted.
Yeah.
I had really, really lovely lovely chips on one side
Yeah.
and then I had really dodgy chips on the other. And because I'm a mother, what do you have to do? You have to give your kids the good
Nice
chips.
ones.
And I
You
had
get the ones.
they were just overdone to the point where,
Not
but
bad.
I had to do that because it's my children, and I like, you know, like no matter what, I have to give my kids, they deserve good chips. Oh, 800 644 655 is the number to dial. Now you will be getting you could be, not will be, but you could be getting an engaged tone if you're on the phone lines right now. If you picked up the phone, right, and it's gone dood, dood, dood. So please, can you just put the phone down and then dial us again? It's only because people are picking up the phone at the same time and hitting an engaged tone. Don't think you've missed out. I'm hoping that we've got enough to go around. Hannah's Polymer Clay Bundle 1.
I like that.
The essentials.
The essentials, yes, the essentials. So yeah, just go for it with these. And if you, as I say, just to, perhaps like a little handy tip, if you're worried about your oven or anything, use your scrap clay just to test the oven.
Okay.
To get the firing temperatures right.
Okay, that's good. I like it. I like it. Right, we've got another text in. Let's just have another text while we like answer everybody's. Have we had loads of texts? Oh, bless yous. Thank you. People love the pig.
Yes. That's what don't love the pig.
I'd just like to say it once more. People love the pig. There he is.
Oh, he looks really grumpy.
He does look grumpy. It feels like to me that he, you know.
Oh.
Have you just broken my decorations?
Just a wreck
Like, do you
on
know
this.
that I got up at 4:30 this morning, especially to drive down super early so I could do these decorations? Because just so everybody knows, and people do question this, right? I honestly, everybody goes, yeah, but you're a presenter, or you don't do that. No, we
Vicki's
all
here.
just get in and we all do it all together,
All
and we're all
mucking.
divvying in, aren't we? And Claire's done all those amazing slides.
Yep.
Slides. She's very proud of her slides, and we're very proud of you, Claire. So you've just broken my decorations. It's not broken, it's what? Wonky? Just changed. Just changed.
Changed its state.
You've changed its state. I'll change your state, bud. Take a look at this text. That sounded dirty and it wasn't at all meant to be whatsoever. Alright.
Go for the text. They've lost it in the gallery now as well.
I'm so sorry, that was hilarious. Oh. It won't be the first time, no. Thankfully, Matt was the first person I ever worked with when I first came to this channel about 6 or 7 years ago. And bless him, he's like almost stuck with me. We kind of, every time we try and part away from each other, or probably Matt tries to get away from me, we seem kind of...
I just feel sorry for you.
Pardon?
I just feel sorry for you.
You just, he says, right, Victoria from Yorkshire. Says, Vicky and Hannah, you look great. Vicky is your mum, Mary Poppins, pulling masses out of her bag. Loving the show, great entertainment. I booked leave from work to watch it. It was worth it. And that's Victoria in Barnsley. Oh, bless you, Victoria. Thankfully, it is worth it because I've still got plenty of offers. And I have to say, my mum is a bit like Mary Poppins when it comes to costumes. You're right. There will be a point where I do think...
No, it's not possible. Not possible. Your mum has everything.
She does. Everybody. My mum has this many costumes. Maybe I need to bring my mum onto the show just one day, just so you can all meet her. She doesn't just carry a bag around going, "What do you want this time? 1920s?" I'm not even going to tell you how she has those costumes because I'm going to let you just all stew on it. Samantha in Essex has text. Yes!
Yes to the pig!
Yes to the pig! Some Chinese takeaways come in plastic boxes. Order yourself a lovely meal so you don't have to cook tonight and get bead storage boxes for free. Oh, it's a double whammy from Samantha.
And in
I'm
fact,
liking that one.
A lot of them are now grade 5 plastic as well.
They are.
So if you check at the bottom, it should have like a little triangle with arrows on, and if it says 5, you can store your pollen clay in there too.
That has to be, and that's just to say
Grade
that again
5, grade
slowly
5.
for those people who...
And it should have a triangle
Yeah.
with arrows
Yeah.
with a 5 in the middle.
And that you can store your clay, because polymer clay, when you leave it, needs to have the right kind of box. It needs grade 5 box to hold it, doesn't it?
Grade 5 plastic, yeah.
Okay, so that's it. I've got another one. Another text coming in, and this is hilarious. Yes, I would love the pig to sit by the fire with my small one. She is white with pink flowers and is lonely on her own. I have a fancy waste bin under my table and keep my wire in it even when using it. It doesn't unravel and roll around and keeps it tidy. Loving the show as usual. You are all mad, but we love you. Lots of love, and that's Shirley in Shetlands. Do you want to go to the Shetlands? This, it'll have its own show. Welcome to Spin-off Show.
Yeah.
We don't do the late show anymore. It's Piggy World. You can imagine. I can't believe the pig's got so much attention.
The pig's got fans.
Deanna is so proud. And I know, there was another one. Another Angie in Taunton says, yes, I love the pig. Handy hint, keep a cheap tabletop picture frame from a charity shop. Put some pretty wrapping paper behind the glass, then put coloured rubber bands around the frame about 3 inches apart. Then you can display your earrings on the rubber bands, and it's easy. I like that for your craft tables. I think that might be winning at the moment. Not that I'm influencing the judge, because the judge is, of course, Sergeant. You've been demoted, all right, Colonel. Goodness me, she's very picky about who she is. Colonel Deanna, right, is going to make the decision. I personally think I like Angie's suggestion so far. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. I think perhaps Deanna likes it as well because you love the pig too. Do you know what I mean? She says she loves everyone who loves the pig. Let's do the second polymer clay bundle, right then. Now then, bundle 1 has gone down very well. Bundle 2, well, this is bringing on the colours.
This is what I love.
Bring on the colour. I love these.
These are gorgeous colours.
Now, for anybody who's a bit like me, who is scared of wearing bright colours in their clothes, this is the way to introduce colour in your costume, in your accessories, isn't it?
Go mad with colour on accessories because it just really works. And again, if you got the first pack, go for the second pack as well, because you can brighten all the colours, you can mix the tones, you can get your pearlescent tones by mixing them between the two. And if you want to recreate, I mean, it's still on the Facebook page, but obviously the butterfly necklace was made using these colours as well, just mixing them with the Skinner blend. Yeah.
And you could do the same with the button. You could, instead of using the butterflies, same type of butterfly necklace. And for those of you who don't know about the butterfly necklace, the one, it was a double-stranded three strands, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3 strands with polymer clay butterflies, all detailed in various colours. You could create the same principle, but this time with buttons, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, mix it up. Use your moulding compound. You know, go and find something
interesting. Just anything, really.
Anything, absolutely anything at all. Perhaps you've got like a card embellishment off the front of a gift card you've been given that you really love and you want to recreate that in polymer clay. Do so. Get your moulding compound and just go to town with the colours. Yeah. And just have some fun with it.
And the thing is these are the colours that you could keep as they are, but then as you've already said, you introduce like, you know, the translucent from the essentials that we've just done, or even bring in the blacks to give it a little bit more subdued quality.
Yeah, you just need a tiny, tiny pinch of black to subdue them, but anything like that. And this is, I mean, this is one of my favourites. Well, everyone's favourite at the moment. But the polymer clay pearlescent. Can we get that on? Can you see the sheen?
Get the shimmy.
Right. It's like a...
Yes, there you go.
You can see that really well.
So if you put that with one of these colours,
you get that sheen.
You would get that shimmer.
Yeah, and you only need a tiny, tiny bit, and just mix it. Yeah, tiny, tiny bit of the pearl. Mix it all the way through. Use your pasta machine to get it all the way evenly through, and you'll see once it's cooked, these sort of shimmery glitters come to the surface of the clay as well. Perfect.
So bundle 2, I'll segregate them now so I know what I'm offering you. Bundle 2 is this fantastic. You have got your candy pinks, you've got your sunshines, you've got your blush, you've got your denim blue, and then you've got your turquoise. Okay, so you've got your 5 bundle colours, and you have got them for How much? Oh. We do it again. Oh, yes. 7.99. I feel like we should be doing like kind of Congratulations, £7.95. Yeah, we were doing like Beyonce, and she wasn't probably born then, was she? So that was wrong.
That was all wrong.
£7.95. £7.95 is all you pay for bundle 2. The colours are crisp, they're vibrant, they're exciting.
Absolutely.
They are £7.95 for goodness sakes. And I mean, Hannah's already said it. Hannah can't buy this. I can't buy them at this price, okay? The simple facts are, this is beyond staff pricing. And yes, we do get treats. We're allowed to, get staff treat pricing. Nothing like this. Nowhere near this. Right? We would love it, but it's not ever going to happen. We'd be out of business if we did prices like this every single day of the week. £7. Pay for all 5. If you haven't tried polymer clay, this is the time to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, get involved. I mean, if you've got, let's say, mother and daughter, it's a really, really fun, easy product to use that you can use with your children as well. And it's almost, a great learning aid as well. You teach them all about colour.
I always say with dexterity, for children, start them early. You're going to get their fingers and their hands working. It's really good for writing development and things like that. They always, I know that, for anybody who's got young children, these days, they teach you things in those like teachy classes, the parent classes and things that say, the more active your children are at an early age to creative stuff, the more inclined they are to even just something as simple as the easy ability of holding a pen. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes sense. But it's fun.
And have fun whilst doing it,
essentially, goodness me, essentially, that's the most important thing, isn't it? £7.95 is all you pay. £7.95. Less than £8 for 5 packs. We've just lost the blob. I really think we have. We've lost the blob today. And also for those of you who got the greener grass greener. The green grass is always greener. What was the first
Green
called?
Pastures.
Green Pastures. That one. I knew it was something about grass. The Green Pastures kit. You got the turquoisey ribbon. That would go beautiful with the turquoise. And then the blue would match beautifully with the beading thread.
Yeah, perfect combination.
Wouldn't
really
it?
Gorgeous. I like that idea.
That was quite good thinking there, wasn't it?
Yeah, well done, Vicki.
Me? Thinking? Don't tell the bosses, they'll expect it every day. £7.95 is all you pay. Congratulations, you got that one. My boss is in the studio. Is in the gallery.
There's that in there.
Me and my big mouth. £7.95. I only think on a Friday. Don't expect it every day of the week. Lovely. £7.95 is only pay. 0800 655 655 is the number dial. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. We're moving on to more glorious offers. Now, I've still got the pearls to fit in. I've got 2 strands of feature pearls to fit in. I've still got that labradorite, as it's now known in the building. That labradorite. Do you want to see it? Check this out. I promise you, it just does not get much better than this. It genuinely just does not get much better than this. The extraordinary qualities from each one of these gemstones. Phenomenal grade. The exceptional intensities of each part of the labradorescence from this. I mean, if I hold this out, just see that. The light play is just, it's absolutely astonishing. Now, I know we've done some great grade of quality labradorite in our past. I know without any doubt our strands of distinction so far have certainly sat on the same level as this gemstone as I'm holding it. I don't think I've ever done this size to this quality, and that's what's really going to make the difference to many of you out there. This is not just a strand of distinction in the smaller gemstones, these are feature size labradorite. It's coming up later on in the show, not yet. Okay, I've still got, every time I put this on air, I get about 15 people pick up the phone. I get literally an instant reaction. People who go, oh, she's doing it now. I'm not. Okay, you need to put the phone back down again. I'm not doing it just yet. Probably, if I give you an exact, probably about 40 minutes time, okay? About 40 minutes time. Not long to wait, really, because that 40 minutes is going to be crammed, oh, with loveliness. Is this kit coming up? Oh, I like this. Oh. Oh, I really like this. Oh, when you see the power of colours that are just, I mean, they're literally bursting through in this kit. You are really going to love this. Oh, I've no hesitation, you are going to love this. Let me just, in fact, let me move this and do this. Move this and do this. Take a look. You've got there powerhouse colour. Well, the kit's called pink and blue. If you want to take it literally, let's do it. Pink and blue. But that doesn't go anywhere near to describe the different shades and the different textures and the colour palette that you are getting from this kit. From the freshness of those crisp, hot, passionate pinks, those fuchsias against those incredible raspberry tones. This feature strand of pink banded agate sits as 8mm quality strand. I love it, love it. Look, if I was just giving you one strand like this, I'd be very, very happy. But to then bring you the quality of the blues as well, that's really going to work, isn't it? Oh, man. It's like raspberry ripple. Always comes back to food, doesn't it? I always seem to just find myself like going back to food. Raspberry ripple. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Pink banded agate. Playing around. Now these are 8mm banded agate. Now, that's number one. But if this kit is called pink and blue and you've got that type of quality of pink, the blue has to match it. The blue has to be as impressive. And it is. It really is. The blues will transform you and literally take you across the world, from the sky blues of Jamaica through to the Indian Ocean of turquoises. You have got some of the most delectable ranges of colour, deep salon sapphire blues against then the lighter baby blues. This is a range of colours that quite simply each stone will give you diversity, dynamic. Now, if I hold out, say just even 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, I'm holding up about 14 gemstones. Out of those 14 stones, if we pan across, just check out how totally diverse they are and how many colours you'll see. Ocean blues, skies, electrics, neons, royal blues. Each one of them dynamic, diverse, unique. Don't forget, every single gemstone is different, right? The most magnificent thing about genuine gemstones is that they are totally unique, totally different. That is what makes, for me, this strand so very, very special. That, I mean, you know I'm a turquoise fan. You know I love those ocean blues. And for me, this works so well against them, the pinks. And then, yes, we could stop because we've ticked the boxes of this kit, blue and pink, done that. No, no, no. Let's add. And let's add some of the clearest, crispest white quartz. I mean, almost crystal clear. Just look at this. Your faceted rectangles are 16 by 12. So we're not talking about itsy bitsy teeny weeny gemstones here. We're talking about some serious focal point stones, 16 by 12 millimeter. Versatile and very workable into your jewellery. Work as a very nice backdrop against the colours that I'm already presenting to you with those vibrant pinks and blues. This is a great gemstone that just highlights and features the additional stones to their max. This is a combination of strands that I think you'll agree with me just ticks boxes. It ticks boxes over and over again, and yet we've got so much more to go with this kit, and that's why I know this kit's going to be a sellout. I know without any doubt this is going to fly out the door. Why? Because on top of these strands, take a look at what else you get. We're sticking with that pink and blue theme by introducing to you 10 meters of your fuchsia coloured silver plated copper wire 1mm gauge. So you've got your 1mm gauge, then you've got your 10 meters of your turquoise colour silver plated copper wire 0.4mm. So they are so versatile in terms of their gauges. That's the type of gauge combination you can imagine doing some serious wire work detail. Again, for those of you who've been recently challenging themselves with the wire wrapping of Laura Binding's technique, you know, that beautiful what does she describe it as, weaving technique. If you've been trying to challenge yourself with that, I mean, this would be a perfect way to do it with those bright pinks, with the solid foundation of the 1mm, and then the more adaptable, malleable 0.4mm to weave in and out. Gorgeous, just gorgeous colour combination. Not where we stop, because with this kit it feels like it really is going to go on and on and on. Memory wire, one of our big sellers at the moment. I know a lot of people are preparing for that festive thing that's happening at the end of the year. People are already making for the, you know, for that event of fairs that takes place around that big time where we put trees in the house and put baubles on. I know I feel obliged not to say the word. I feel obliged that people probably will hate me if I say the word too soon, and I don't want you to hate me. Truthfully, I like being liked. So I shan't say it, but you know what I'm talking about. If you are thinking about making for those fairs and those events, this is a really great way of making something of a showstopper for your stall or for your party times, you know, if you're doing like your jewellery parties, etc. This is your memory wire. You're getting 14 coils of your steel bracelet memory wire here. It's 0.6mm gauge. Now, in principle, perhaps 2 or 3 coils and you'll get a nice stylish memory wire bracelet. That's it, just 2 or 3 coils and you can make yourself. And I know there's a lot of our viewers who are using their ribbon, I couldn't even remember the word there, who are using a lot of their organza ribbon to create a lovely concertina effect within their memory wire, adding some gemstones and mixing it up. You can really get something stylish from that combination. So you've got your organza ribbon, 10 meters of your organza ribbon, then you've got your 14 coils of your memory wire as well. That plus, because you've got, of course, your organza ribbon, as is our way, we don't want you to be seen without, so therefore we'll give you your ribbon ends with your extender chain, so you'll get 4 of those. Then on top of that, sticking with the blue theme, you get your presentation organza gift bags, 10 of those. Again, perfect for that event at the end of the year if you are giving as gifts or as you are selling. These are nice ways to present your jewellery, to give you that real style and that flourish of something a bit special to your jewellery. And that really is already an impressive look, isn't it? Do I need to stop there? Well, potentially yes, but I'm not going to, because you're going to get over 40 solid sterling silver findings with this kit. That comprises in total with 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 open jump rings in the 5mm and in the 8mm, and then you're getting 3 of your spring lock bolt ring clasps, all for one price. Oh, no, I haven't even stopped there. And the kit goes on. Yes, the kit goes on. Yes, we've got even more. You've got your beading thread in the blue and in the traditional silver, and you've also got your elastic. By goodness. This is a good offer. All of this for £27.95. Let me show you those gemstones again. Let me just highlight the fact. Probably what is the focal, then the ripple effect of those colours just go on and on. The focal of those hot pinks, the fuchsia tones are delectable. The richness and dynamic of the blues going from turquoises to royal blues to neon blues. You name it, you'll get that colour within that range, within the banded agate. Those are faceted rounds in the 10mm, plus you're getting those glorious white quartz faceted rectangles. Those are 16 by 12mm. Gorgeous clarity, crisp as you like. I mean, if I just hold those out, just look how crisp a clarity you're getting from these stones. I mean, each one of them delivering beautiful qualities, beautiful faceting. And again, you know, Hannah, it's one of those things that we underestimate faceting. We underestimate the time it takes. For my behalf, I've seen it because I've been lucky enough to see our workshops, and therefore I've seen that at times to just simply add facets to a gemstone like this. When I say simply, it's no such word as simple faceting. You know, this is about reading the structure of the gemstone, understanding that structure, because the simple facts are is the moment you facet a gemstone, you have to understand its formation, because many gemstones have cleavages, and cleavages mean that the moment you cut along it, you're slicing it open, you lose a gemstone. So a faceter, or as they're called, a lapidarist, has to be able to read the gemstone but understand it as a crystal structure before they even visually look at it. Then they'll read the individuality of the gem. For example, a surgeon looks at an arm, he'll know the structure of the bones, yeah? He'll understand where the arm's structure is. A bit like the same structure as a gemstone, the crystal formation, he understands it. But until the surgeon starts to actually operate and see the bone itself of that person, that human being, that's when he'll really understand what he needs to do and how he needs to treat it. That's what the lapidarist does. He understands that the gemstone has a structure, but each stone will have its own individuality, and he then needs to manipulate the faceting to draw out that individual beauty. Did that make sense? Was that a really odd metaphor? It probably was. sorry, I took you off into the wonderful world of surgery for some unknown reason. But I hope you understand what I mean. Claire's just looked behind the camera and just gone, £27.95. And I thought Claire would be used to us by now with me metaphors. Never. Pink and blue jewellery kit, including 46 pieces of solid sterling silver, comes together with those amazing 10 metres of organza. Plus, of course, don't forget, you get your wire as well. We mustn't forget all of this wire, those beautiful hot pinks and turquoises. Then you've got your wire, your memory wire as well. Solid sterling silver, £27.95 is all you're going to pay. Take a look. Now, this jewellery is going to knock your socks off. I've bigged you up now, Hannah. But it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because when you see it, you're going to love it. Check. All right, Mr. Pig. All right. Take a look at this. Awesome. Just awesome. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa!
It's a pretty big one. Big butterfly.
Pardon?
Yeah.
This is wicked.
Yeah. I was challenged. It was a couple of months ago now, so I do apologise I haven't got around to doing it as yet. Somebody sent me a link on my Facebook page with a picture of a cuff bracelet, which was obviously a much smaller butterfly in a wire, and I thought, you know what, I could do that, but adapt it to my own style. So I've been messing around and faffing around and making sure that I can get the shape right. So it's taken me a little while to get to it, but yeah, that's my little butterfly in wire.
And you've gone in size.
Oh yeah, but then I don't do things by half.
No, never have,
No.
and never will, I presume. No. And long may it last. The biggest thing is that actually you could manipulate this to whatever size you want.
Absolutely, yeah. I've made
right?
it really, really big to show on television because obviously it comes across much better and you can see the finer detail of it that way. But yeah, you can make it much smaller.
So, with that in mind,
I'm going to show you.
You know what you're going to do. We're going to show you how to do this, right? So if it, she's taking a deep breath, she's going, oh my God. But we've got to show you because I was so, bowled over when I saw this. I was just so excited. I just thought, I know if I'm excited, there'll be a lot of people who'll be equally excited about the potential to be able to mould the wire. And because it's the 1mm gauge, it is really strong in terms of its structure, isn't it? Once it's in that position, it's going to hold it. And this is just so exciting as a piece of jewellery. I mean, you want to walk into whatever event or whatever day you're having and know that your jewellery is something special. If you want that, you don't have to go for this size, but you could go for this design, this detail. You know, it really is exciting.
This sort of thing, you know, make it your own. Once I've shown you how to do the frame, you can wire work, you know, do Rachel Norris sort of weaving on it, Laura Binding weaving on it to fill in all the open space. But I just wanted to leave it quite open so you can actually see the structure of it.
And the thing is that then you take on board like what our theme of the day is, 1940s make and make do. And if you take that theme, whatever you've got in your stash right now, you could probably make this up. You know, take, you know, the bead scoop that's coming up in about 25 minutes time. Take that bead scoop and you could just create a lovely foundation of, you know, whether it's the butterfly, a heart shape, and then just weave in some gemstones. And while you've got a show-stopping piece of jewellery, a feature pendant, you know, it's just about taking that idea and then just rolling with it. So this is the butterfly,
This is the butterfly. I'm going to have it next to me so I can...
Do you want the blue as well, so that you've got the...
No, I'll just do the pink because it's quite a long...
Oh, go on, brilliant.
Quite a long one, but
go for it.
I need to keep checking sort of where I'm going next. But Liv, you don't need to cut your off on this occasion because it would be awful to get to the end of your frame and not have enough to finish it off. So leave it on the roll. And like what the lady said earlier with the tip, which I will adopt and use at home now, pop it in a bin to keep it from unravelling.
I think that's a genius idea.
Yeah, because it's a really, really good idea. So I will be doing that.
It's a good one now.
So we start at one end. So we're starting here. With this part inside the very bottom.
Sorry.
Here, we're starting here. So what we're doing is just going to create a single loop on our wire. So taking our round nose pins.
There we go. Let me just move so then we can see Hannah's hands totally, because this is important a bit.
And we wrap around and around, and that creates your first loop to this beginning. Now, for the rest of it, I tend to use my nylon jewel pliers simply because they're a really nice grip and they don't mark the wire either. If you don't have them, you know, I can use flat nose or just use the curves in there.
So the essential toolkit that we offer is nylon. And for you who want the essential toolkit, it's less than a tenner, and that's everything that you need to get started. If you want to add to that, right, these probably would be the next essential,
these
wouldn't
would be
they?
the next best.
For those of you who are certainly going to wire work, this is a must. They're only about £3.40, something like that in our, am I right in saying about £3.40, 45, something like that on our website, so we'll find out for you, but these, I think they might be sold out, but because they have been very popular.
Keep checking. I know we're getting some more back in, so just keep checking on those ones. Okay, so what we need to do is obviously create that spiral. Now, obviously, I've done it on a huge, great big scale there, but to do that, you just bend, clamping in the top there, and bend the wire around just ever so gently, because the more gentle you are with it, the neater it will be. And obviously you see there I've got a slight kink in the wire. That's fine, that's not a problem. We just squeeze that into shape. Come on this way. Just squeeze it out with 9 jewel pliers there, and you see that's already gone because you're just being nice and gentle with everything. So I'll squeeze that around just a little bit more, and you'll see that creates a nice size for the beginning of your butterfly lower wing there. You then pop your round nose into place. You want to kind of keep it in line with that little loop that you've made. It's difficult when I'm trying to do it round in reverse to show you, but
bless you.
Then you bend it a 90-degree angle. You then take your pliers into this section here, so about a centimetre down. And again, wrap around. And it's good if you can push right up so it meets. I mean, it obviously won't stay quite there, but push it so it meets.
As close as possible.
And then you just squish those together so it gives an almost sort of curve to the end there. You then take your pliers in again following the same angle what you created there,
Yeah.
and push out.
Okay.
So you've already formed half of the wing there.
Look at you.
You then
Hey, you're clever man.
clamp it all in
Yep.
and just gently push it round. You can use sort of, I'm using my palm and everything, just get that wire to go how I want it to.
Yeah.
And don't worry at this stage if it's not quite neat enough, because we can neaten it up later on. Get it to here,
Yeah.
and then we're taking our round nose pliers again and folding the wire. Just do that round the other way so you can see. Folding the wire back on itself. And you see, the 1 mil is really strong. You see, I'm quite manipulating it quite hard.
Yeah,
you know,
you
I'm
are.
really pushing with it, and it just stays in shape. And again, squish those down. Okay, so we're now on to this section.
So you're onto here?
Yep, into here. And again, I'm just using my hands because I find it easier. Whoops. And just squish that round. And then I take my thumb, because it seems to be the perfect size,
Yeah.
just to bend back round. Pliers in again, just to create that. And you're trying to keep everything in line, so you're bending that back round towards this point of the wing here.
Yeah. Oh, look, you can see that. That's so clever, Hannah.
So again, you want to keep everything in line. So we're going there,
Yeah.
putting your round nose pliers in,
Yeah.
and again pushing. Oops, it's difficult when it's quite a heavy wire, but pushing that in there. And again, top of the pliers, create that first loop. So you just have to keep switching the wire around, just to keep the curve flowing. 'cause
Yes,
you
to
don't want
keep
to
it
kink
going.
anyway.
Yeah, I can see.
Squish that round.
Yeah.
And again, we're using our thumb to bring that back out and to bend a little bit higher. You want to keep it as symmetrical as possible.
So you're just creating that, like the curvaceous.
Yep. And again, my beating
Oh,
thread has just exploded
coming around.
everywhere.
I'm coming
Thank you. Goodness.
Got it.
Thank you. So you see, I've created that, and it's not quite as round as what I'd like. So I take my nylon gel pliers and just squish it out to get a more lengthy curve to it. Bring the wire back round. In line here. Round nose pliers in again. Oh, got a tangle. And push that back on itself. So we got to the bottom wing. See,
God,
it's a bit
look
messy,
at it.
but
Now you
it
can
will
see.
neaten up. Follow the curve round. Again, I'm using my fingers and things, and the pads of my fingers. Don't use your nail tips, because that will put a dent in the wire. So you just want to use the pads of your fingers. Round, mirroring what you did before. So round nose pliers in, bend away at 90 degrees, straighten. And you want to see sort of, again, about 1 centimetre down and around to create the little loop on the wing. Squish that down at the bottom. And now this is the tricky part, because you don't want to cut it too short, but we need to create a second spiral here. And obviously with all this wire in the way, it's a little bit difficult. So we just flatten that off, and I'm going to take about that much
Yeah.
and just snip that down. Now you don't have to, but I find it a lot easier to work that end bit with less. Probably do even less actually. Less hanging around. And what I do, you'll find a technique that works for you, is just, again, put your round nose pliers in, create that spiral. And again, nylon gel pliers, just to spiral that in to create the bottom half of the wing. And it's a little bit messy, but you would take time at home just to neaten it all up. And in.
Just look at that.
See, you then just squidge everything round just so it sits nicely. Lengthen those wingspans there. that forms your butterfly.
Come on, you've got to
Butterfly
appreciate
frame.
that is so hard to demonstrate because she's trying to wire work and look at herself and then wrap it
I'm doing it
because of
round
the
the other way,
shapes.
yeah.
Oh my goodness me, I'm watching going, oh you're close, oh she's good, oh she's good. That's brilliant.
And then obviously to stabilise it all, what I've done in
Yes.
this case, I've taken my 4 mil, that would be huge,
0.4 mil, yeah.
and taken them there and just wrapped those 2 pieces there
Yeah.
and wrapped those 2 pieces there, and that just creates a nice solid frame to your butterfly there. Doesn't want to match up, never mind. And then you can wrap on, add a gemstone, wrap on, add a gemstone, add on, and then some places I've just wrapped around the frame.
You can actually see just how that's been done. There we go. You see that there? And then you can actually also see how Hannah's then wrapped around the in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
Just to create that almost that and you've used the blues and the pinks so beautifully there to highlight the two-tone colours
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
wire as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've used pink beads on the bottom and blue beads on the top. Obviously, when you're using smaller sizes, you don't need as many beads, or you can use smaller size beads as well. But yeah, a little flutter-by.
I don't know about you, but I think that's brilliant. I think that that's just such a good... And actually, from that point onwards, it feels like there's so many more avenues you could go and visit.
Yeah, the best
you
thing
know.
to do is just, have a look on the internet. Rachel Norris has done seahorses, peacocks, anything like that. And it is just a simple case. I mean, the first time I did this, I drew it. I drew it out, and I literally followed on the A4 page around the frame that I'd drawn. And you can do that yourself. Just draw a shape and just use your 1 mil wire to...
Hearts, flowers, anything like
at all.
that can really work,
Linda
can't it?
did a beautiful heart, a stylised heart on Tuesday as well, using this technique of wrapping the beads on as well. So yeah, you can do all sorts of different ideas.
Brilliant. Give it a go, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, this kit really does lend itself to creating that show-stopping wow factor look. You're getting here 3 feature strands, including 2 strands of banded agate and that gorgeous clear quartz. I mean, it's a stunning, those rectangles are beautiful, aren't
really,
they?
really clear, really
You're also
beautiful.
getting your solid pieces of solid sterling silver. Working alongside that, you're also going to get your wire, two different variant gauges. You're getting your 1 mil in the fuchsia pink, you're getting the 0.4 mil in the turquoise. You're also getting the memory wire. Let's not forget that memory wire, 14 coils of memory wire. Plus, you're getting your organza ribbon. Plus, you're getting the finishings, the ends, and all of that coming in with your beading threads, etc., coming in at $27.95. An amazing price point for how much you're getting. I'm sure you'll agree with me. That really is a statement price tag for your kits. Numbers at the bottom of the screen there if you want to join us. If you are brand new to jewellery making and you think this is the kit you'd like to get started with, I would agree with you. It's a really good size kit to get started with, and there's an opportunity to really create some exciting looks. Please, can I remind you that the only other thing you need to get started with jewellery making is the toolkit. That Essentials toolkit is coming in at less than £10. It has everything, apart from the nylon pliers. It is everything that you need to get started.
The nylon pliers. The only other thing that I use, I don't have the bigger toolkit, but I do use that on there. But yeah, I use the small toolkit every day.
$9.95, and I know for those of you who have already experienced the prices of other hobbies, this is probably one of the cheapest hobbies you'll ever take on board, because once you've bought the toolkit, you really are good to go to create astounding jewellery. We demonstrate to you all the time on the Wall of Fame. Well, how about we just do that now? That's perfect time. I didn't do that on purpose, but let's get to the Wall of Fame, eh?
I wanted to know about Alan Fox's one.
Oh, look.
Which is
that one. All right, okay.
Oh, we're back.
Yes, we are, but that's because we're just looking, and we were talking about the wire work.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Okay, that's coming up, and that's Jeanette. I'll show Jeanette's now. Why? Well, why not? Because I've just looked at it and gone, we're into wire work. We've just shown it, so we may as well show you Jeanette's inspiration. Take a look at this. It's absolutely incredible. Jeanette Walker, congratulations to you I mean, to sit with that inspiration of, as I said, you know, once you're there, once you started working with the wire in a different way to create those foundations, and then to weave and do those that could be your result. How incredible is that, Jeanette? Absolutely magnificent. You're 189. So I'll come back to that one later.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll put another one there, and then I'm organised. Otherwise, I'll get myself mixed up. You know what I'm like.
So I've got number 183 here.
Looks nice.
It says, "Hi everyone at JM. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame this week, which was made using the natural lava rock coins and Tig ebony wood beads in the cubes and rounds. The rounds passed. Wood beads aren't something I used much before, but now I'm hooked, and they're fast becoming one of my favourites. I find them so tactile, and the quality of finish of the wood beads from JM is far superior compared to others I've seen elsewhere. Hope the warehouse move goes smoothly, and thank you for all the great bargains we've been having as a result." And that's love to all from Teresa in Devon.
Ah,
That's lovely.
gorgeous.
Thank you, Teresa.
Very gorgeous. And I've got Samantha in Bishop Auckland, right beside where I live. Samantha Tukey. Is that how I say your name? Sorry if I've said that wrong. She says, "Hello all, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Some luscious red tiger's eye made into 44-inch chain using some 1mm copper wire, all from Jewellery Maker. I'm really into making copper wire jewellery at the moment. It would be nice to see some larger gauges of wire available to enable some more adventurous designs to be considered. The gems available have been getting lovelier by the week. Another request, could you sell the silver and gold flash copper chain from the kits individually? Not that I need to tell you, but keep them coming." And that's from Samantha. We're doing our very, very best, and I'll take both of those on board and I shall pass them on. Hannah, have you taken that?
Yeah, I've taken it on board. Thank you very much.
Hannah also. See, I really like that kind of a job. When I say I'll get it sorted and I get to do it instantly, because otherwise, I say things and then about 3 weeks later I go, right, now we'll get down to it. And I always think that people are forgetting that I'm done. I don't forget, it's just time.
We've got some really exciting things coming your way, but I'm not allowed to
Have you taken board though? Gauge of
Bigger gauge
wire,
of wire,
and can we sell the chain separately?
We're working on both those things as we speak.
Work harder. She cannot work harder. There is no such word as working harder in this building. Everybody's working their little guts off at the moment.
We've got number 184 here, and it says, "Hi all, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame, made using onyx faceted squares, agate ovals and rounds. This set is made for my sister's birthday on the 13th of September.
Oh, happy birthday,
happy
sister.
Birthday. And could I say, it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for the lovely ladies on the JM Helpers page, ensuring that I received my parcel before I went on holiday on the 9th. A big thanks to them all from Sharon in a very windy and wet Cromer."
Cromer!
It is very cold and windy and wet.
It is very. I used to do the Cromer shows at the end of the pier.
Yeah,
I did that for about 3 or 4 years, singing and dancing. And I remember one day, actually, the waves were over the theatre.
Oh, yeah.
And we were still singing, going, "Oh, give it a old razzle dazzle," and the waves are going, "Goosh, goosh." So that at one point, I really did think we were going to have to hear, "I'm singing." I really did think it was going to happen. It's quite cold sometimes.
It is quite
in Cromer.
cold. It's cold on the coast.
Beautiful resort for seaside, though.
Yeah.
That's a good tourist board thing that we could have done there.
Yeah.
Right, what else was I going to say? Oh, we've got loads of texts for everybody being in contact with us today. We really do appreciate all your support, and thank you for everybody sending in all of your texts for handy hints and tips. Have I got another handy hint and tip for our guests, from our guest designers? Can we grab one of those up? Yeah, because we've got loads of those, and I did. Can I just say, I was up until 11:30 the other night. I came to work and then I stayed. I ironed everybody's shirt so we all looked smart, and then I stayed up doing. I know Tom came in today and went, "Is that my shirt?" And I went, "Yeah, I ironed it for you, Tom." Appreciated, he said. Oh yeah, keep him.
Ed.
You just call me a loser.
Here he is.
Has my manager just called me a loser live on air? Did that happen?
That happened. I'm
Did
taking
that-
notes. That doesn't make up for it.
Can I just note that he's the only person who doesn't have a uniform on?
We need to rectify that, Ed.
Put the army hat on. Thank you. We'll put the army hat. Oh, he's going to put the Biggles hat on. I knew it. I knew he'd put the Biggles hat on. The goggles at the front. What can you do? What can you... There you go. Here he is. I'll allow him on set now. There you go. Oh, manager, everyone. Makes you proud, doesn't it? Makes you very proud.
I love this show.
So, handy hints and tips from our guest designers. Who have we got? from Alison. Ah, okay, then let's one from Alison. Here she is. I keep. Oh no, I've already done that one. We've done that one. Oh.
Next one.
Do another one from Tina. Lovely. One from Tina. She says, Tina Booth, she says, what about brooches? The most versatile piece of jewellery. Everyone and their nan has a brooch stuck away somewhere. Why not attach it to different coloured ribbon to match your outfit? It can be anything from a choker to a long necklace that way. Can be added onto chain or cord for a different look. Even onto a fabric headband to make a small fascinator. Or a scarf pin or a handbag decoration too.
That's an awful lot of tips and hints.
Isn't
I like
it?
that one.
That's not like Tina to do some big talking, like, is it? That's not like Tina to just give us a little bit of that, eh? I bet she's watching now going, well, I'll get that girl. I'll get her. Next time we're on air, I will get a clip across the ear, I can promise you for that. I've got loads of text messages as well, so we'll have a quick hello to Jackie. Hello, Jackie in Doncaster. She says, I love watching Jewellery Maker, but the retro shows are fabulous. I can tell that you are all game for a laugh and theatre trained. Do you think, darling? What a lovey. Keep up the good work. You make my day. Oh, bless you, Jackie. Well, I have to say, we all do love that.
That's lovely.
It is hard work,
Yeah.
but it's definitely worth it.
Oh,
It's definitely
perfect.
worth the rewards, isn't it?
It's good fun.
We always have such a great laugh, and I'm sure you're enjoying, you know, the fun as well. And also, obviously, the attention to incredible prices that we're bringing you throughout the show. I've still got 2 strands of pearls, and I've still got the labradorite. That labradorite is still coming your way. I've got a lot of people asking that. What I can tell you, I have got the bead scoops coming up. 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. It's time for Jade Amethyst. Now, Sage Amethyst. Now. Let's do it. Find out about the Wall of Fame.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
It doesn't get much better than this. Absolutely exquisite gemstone collaboration. One of the best things about strands like this is that they could easily work individually as much as they work together. This is such an exciting combination. Now, first of all, you get your Zambian amethyst. And we've already talked about the qualities of Zambian amethyst. We've already struck upon the fact that location really does have a huge impact to the quality of a gemstone. Standardly, the quality of a gemstone like this in the quartz family is about saturation of colour. It's about getting that body of richness, the depth of those velvety tones against the lightness of the lilacs and lavenders. Those colours coming your way in a beautiful faceted puffy coins strand. You're getting this fitted. 240 carats, and as I say, each one of them totally individual. That's strand number 1. If I add in strand number 2, this is when you're going to love your amethyst even more, because we're bringing you sage amethyst. This is really, really interesting, because you get all those qualities of lovely, rich, exciting, opulent tones of amethyst against that backdrop of sages and creams and almost rutile internal textures. Can you see there? Almost like little splinters. A really exciting strand. I don't know whether you've even seen this. I certainly know I haven't presented it for, gosh, I'm trying to even think the last time I presented sage amethyst. A very long time ago, I can guarantee that. You've got 2 that then is added to by getting those double drilled, frosted, faceted, puffy squares of your crackled quartz. altogether, you're looking here at something really different for your jewellery collection. Your price tag for all 3 strands, and I'll highlight the centre strand in particular at this price point, is really, really exciting. If you are a collector, if you want to add something different to your gemstone collection, because this is not just about jewellery making, this is working with genuine gemstones, therefore you are getting the opportunity to really get a feature for your gem collection here. How about this? An offer of your herb garden. So it's the herb garden combining your purple amethyst, your cracked quartz frosted faceted, and your sage amethyst puffy coins. Your price tag for this incredible opportunity is $21.95. Now I do apologise that the graphics are saying pink and blue. It's just the graphics have got stuck on that. The code is right, DJGC00. That is the right code. The price tag is $21.95. So the code's right, the price is right. It's the bit in the middle that's kind of needs to get itself sorted. It's called the Herb Garden, and it's bringing together the purple amethyst, the cracked quartz, and sage amethyst. Big carat weight, 350 carats of that sage amethyst. The phone numbers are 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Amethyst, make a difference to your collection for $21.95. DJGC00. The good news is I've got plenty more to come. It's Bead Scoop time straight after this.
Come along and join in the fun on the Copperclay workshop with Jewellery Maker. On this one-day workshop, you will learn how to make your own jewellery using this stunning material, texturing, shaping, cutting and stamping the clay. Also learn at home using 2 different methods. Make pendants, earrings or charms for a bracelet. You'll learn how to do it all on Jewellery Maker's Copperclay workshop. Any tools or equipment you need on the day will be provided, and the workshop also includes a buffet-style lunch, refreshments, a tour of the studios and an opportunity to visit our Gemstone Museum, all for this fantastic price. To book your place, call the number on your screens and one of our help team members will take care of the rest. Make sure to phone early though to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
It is Bead Scoop time. It's Bead Scoop time. It's Bead Scoop time. It is Bead Scoop time. Hoo, 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 hoorah. Stop shaking your head at me, Matt Barron. I am beyond myself. So, we were about a month ago, we decided 1940s is going to be the theme, right? You decided, literally. You texted in, I asked you. Have we had any texts in about what show everybody wants, or is everybody still texting in their handy hints? You need to let us know what theme you want, okay? I need to know what theme you want for next retro show. We've done 70s, we've done 20s, we've done 40s. I don't mind going Victoriana, I don't mind doing Edwardian, I mean, corsets, wouldn't say no to that, do you know what I mean? You let us know. Matt is saying yes to the corsets. I'm not quite sure whether Matt... Oh, not for you. Not for you. I was just thinking Matt really wants to go with a corset. I was thinking, oh, do I need to know that? So, come up with the idea of what retro show you want. I was thinking bring it up to maybe the 90s, something like that, but you decide. You decide what you fancy. 60777 is where you text in. JM Studio is what you need to start your text with, and then you can send a text. Now remember, if you are sending in a handy hint, you need to tell us if you want the pig or not. If you get the best handy hint in, then you could win this fantastic pig. I would classify it as moody pig. A little bit moody. And a speed scoop. Talking of bead scoops, when we decided that we were going to do the 1940s themes, we thought that it'd be really good fun to be able to do a make and make do theme. The moment that idea came out of my mouth, my fantastic manager Ed came right back at me with, let's do bead scoops. And I went, yes. And there was a massive crowd behind me and everything. Right, this is, for us, right, what we've been waiting for. For you, you have been texting us every single day, asking us for bead scoops. Ready? This is it. It's the biggest quantity of bead scoops we've ever put to air. This should be the time for those of you who've always missed out on bead scoop offers to get it. If you're watching on repeat, there's every chance it'll be a sellout. Right, because on the live show, I'm expecting this to be a sellout. Even with the quantity that we've got, we still expect this to be a sellout. This is a real serious offer, okay? This is us going out and out bead scoop-tastic. Take a look what it is, because if you're watching for the first time, you're going, why is it so exciting? Why is it so good? Well, just to let you know, I've already got 40 people on the phone lines, right? And that's before I've even got down to the price or anything. That's because these are, okay, now I've got, I've probably got people getting an engaged tone, right? If you get an engaged tone, be patient with us. Put your phone down, dial again, and we will process your call, okay? So if you get an engaged tone right now, phone down, dial again, try again. Engaged tone, down phone, until you get through to our voice recognition thing that says, hello and welcome to Right. This is what you're getting. It's ridiculous. Look at this. Keep watching. Keep watching though. Right, now don't forget, this is just an example of a scoop will be totally different because every scoop is different. No two scoop will be the same. You'll just get a variety. You've seen already, we've seen the ones that Hannah got. You've seen the one that I opened earlier on, and this is just another example of another one, okay? So they're all going to be different. Oh, look at these colours. Come back, you. Look, 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 look. Okay, so that's just an example. Aragonite there, we can see aragonite. I can say some nice little florals, and then I can see pearls. Oh, look at that colour of magnesite. That's a nice one as well. You've got some wood there. I've got some feature. Oh, look at that one as well. Some nice quartz. You've got some lava rock. You've got some more spacer beads there. I mean, literally an abundance. Oh, nice crackled quartz. All of those, yours, in a scoop for $4.95. Oh! Now, you know how I said I had a really good stock? You know how I said that I had the biggest quantity that we've ever had for bead scoops? This is going to be a sellout just based on the people who are trying to get through on the phone lines and the people who have already bought on the web. This is going to, if you're watching on repeat, I don't think that there'll be any left. Right? What I will say is if you're watching on repeat, try anyway, because the simple fact is that some people who go into their web, they put it on their basket, and then they go off and make themselves a cuppa, and then they forget to check out. And if you forget to check out, I'll tell you categorically, if you forget to check out, you won't get the chance to get this again for a while. £4.95, £4.95. Again, I repeat, if you're on the phone lines and you hear an engaged tone, don't panic. You just need to put the phone down and dial again. It's only when you hear the hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker that you hold the line and we'll call it in strict rotation. I'll repeat, if you're the 40th person to pick up the phones, you will be the 40th person to be answered. Strict rotation, okay? So if you're one of the first people, you'll be answered sooner rather than later. If you're holding on the lines right now, there is a queue of at least 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes. £4.95. Those bead scoops, we need more. We need more of these bead scoops, don't we? We just need more and more. And this was, seriously, the biggest quantity that we've had. Even that's still not enough. I was going to try, live on air, to put all of those beads into that bag. Let's not do that because it's not candid camera, is it? So I don't need to do that. I'll give that to Matt. For all of this cheek today, I'll give that as his chore. We have, I'm not sure what that noise was, but I think it's somewhere like a we have pearls. Coming up, just before the end of the show. About 40 minutes, 35 minutes, around about that time. Coming up, those beautiful peach bottoms against those did I just say peach bottoms? I think I might have just said those beautiful peach bottoms. Matt, put it away. We're looking here at peach blossom colours. I reiterated, I said peach blossoms. I promise you that's what I was trying to say. I've gone very red indeed. Peach blossoms. Okay, and you've got your creams coming your way. I've gone really embarrassed. Shucks. I just said bottom. Sorry. Also coming your way. Take a look. Take a look at this stunning labradorite. Look at that. Look at that. When can we give it for people, because we've had so many 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to do 10 minutes. In 10 minutes time, let's say on the half past, right? On the half past, whatever that means. On the half past, we'll bring this to you, all right? That gorgeous labradorite. That means that we need to get that kit on literally on screen right now. Yes, labradorite, top grade labradorite, the finest I had. That's coming your way. I'm going to do a little bit of a swap with Matt. No, that's a really bad idea. That's a really bad. That's not a good idea. I'll just do that so you can take it away. Okay, and I'll do that. Shall we all just slowly, let's just take on board Matt trying to take away the bead scoop. I don't know why he's all of a sudden, Sailor Matt, go on.
Whoa!
That's the teapot's fault.
You just blamed the teapot. You got one in the cup. The teapot's not damaged. You'll be pleased to know. We have had a lot of people asking, can we buy the teapot? Can I just say, no, you can't have the teapot. That's Deanna's actual teapot, okay? So step away from the teapot. You can take the pig, but not the teapot. That's what she'd just like you to know. She has an army. She is a colonel today, right? She'd like you to know, step away from the teapot. You can have the pig, but not the teapot. Can we dress the pig up? No, we can't dress the pig up, for goodness me. Right, it's got its own show. It's got a spin-off show starting in a couple of weeks' time, don't worry. We have another feature offer. I kind of feel it could be a pet Jewellery Maker pig, couldn't it? Step away from the pig, Matt. You're going to actually dress the pig up. We've dressed the pig up. The pig is now officially a can-can dancer. Okay. Okay, we haven't got time for the pig, we've got to move on. We have got this incredible combination kit. This is lovely, isn't it? You've got here your monochrome appeal with then a burst of colour. You've got monochrome with colour. Monochrome with colour. Oh yes, we know how to do it here at Jewellery Maker. The black and white, that timeless, classic, traditional monochrome appeal with then that fusion of hot, seductive pinks. I tell you what I would suggest is if you got that last kit, the pink and blue kit, this would be a fantastic tallying up of those colours of the banded agate. That strand there would really help to add in even more dynamic. Of course, it is multicolour banded agate that you're getting here. It's the 6mm strand. Nice size, really workable. Again, nice for those of you who perhaps don't want to go for the larger, big, bold looks, but you want to get that crisp quality of colour coming through your jewellery. Would be very nice for a delicate macrame-esque bracelet. You know, that type of size. If you want to just go smaller and more delicate, a little bit more detail, perhaps you want it to be bracelets or earrings, things like that, where you want to introduce lots of colour and a splash of impact, then this is a strand that's really going to lend itself. It's got hot pinks, it's got vibrant purples, it's got grass greens, it's got lemon fresh tones coming through, oranges, rich tones throughout actually. There's no pastel tones really that I can see in this one strand. If I was just to take that strand away, it's a classic monochrome bundle, isn't it? It's a classic monochrome bundle with those black, rich tones of your onyx, those faceted squares in the 10mm, plus you've also got your puffy coins in the 14mm, the cracked coins. Coins? Look at this. Look at that detail. I love cracked quartz. I've never got bored of presenting it, and that's saying something, because I have to tell you, you know, I'm really lucky with my job. I don't know whether you know, but I really like what I do. I really like having fun every day, but I also really love the fact that I work for a place that has the same principles, the same ethics, the same way I live. You know, the simple facts are it is a family business. And from the very top all the way down, we really all have the same principles as trying to do the very best by you. Now, the only way we can do that is by honesty, and that's saying to you, look, if we get a great deal, you'll get a great deal. If we can get something at as a good price offering, then you will receive that price offer. There's no messing around on that principle, and because of that, we can really make a difference to your jewellery making, and that's what you've got here. You've got there your black onyx, your faceted squares, then you've got your coins, and those are your 14mm coins. Then you've got your multicoloured banded agate. Now those are 90 carats of your multicoloured banded agate. That coming together with solid sterling silver. Now the silver findings I've got to highlight. Sterling silver findings are, well, for me, one of our big bonuses of jewellery making, because they give you malleability, ductility, so it holds the tension of the metal once you've formed it. And it's very forgiving. Certainly for those of you who just introduced yourself to jewellery making, the silver findings are probably the best to introduce yourself to jewellery making, because if you get something wrong, you can actually redo your silver. And actually for many of the silver platings, they're probably a little bit more fragile. Silver is much more forgiving. With this silver combination, you're getting 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 of your open jump rings in the 5mm, 3 in your open jump rings in the 8mm, and you're also getting your spring lock bolt ring clasps, 3 of those. All together, all of this, plus of course what you expect from us, your monofilament, your beading thread and your elastic, your presentation gift bags with this, just to show you our attention to detail in every aspect of what we do. We try and do our very best by you, and we're just thinking, well, if you're making a beautiful piece of jewellery, you want to present it to so you're selling it or giving it as a gift, you want to tell them what it is, and this does just that on the gift bag. Handmade gemstone jewellery. Handmade gemstone jewellery is what you're receiving here. Your pop art jewellery kit with 46 solid sterling silver findings, with all of the qualities of a monochrome bundle with then a flash of colour, comes in at how about 20 $190. Is that right? You've checked. $19.95. $19.95. Now I'll tell you now, and I promise you, right, and I'm a bit of a stickler, don't make promises you can't keep, but I promise you, this is not the price that was decided before we came to air. And I'm looking at Deanna, and I'm looking at her very specifically because we'd made a big hit on this one. We weren't going to take it, right, to the price point we should have, which was 24. We were going to drop it to 21.95. It should have been 24. We were going to drop it to 21, and yet Deanna's now made the decision to put it in at 19.95. What an offer! What an offer! 21 was a great offer. 19, less than 20. Right, do me a favour. Put £20 in your hand and take it into a jeweller's shop. Take £20, just a pound note, right, one £20 note, and hand it over to your jeweller's shop. What will you get for that? What will you get for that £20? A chain, you might be able to get a silver chain. Absolutely, they're around about £22, £23. What would you buy? Not even, I can't imagine a feature pendant with genuine gemstones. But all I'm saying to you, with that £20, look at what you could create for yourself. Jewellery that you're going to be happy with, because it's jewellery that's made for you, by you. So you're going to get the right design, the right colour combination for your collection. Whatever your outfit, you're going to have the right length of it. This is £19.95, less than £20 for this quality, plus the solid sterling silver. Offer an absolute immense opportunity. The monochrome, so you've got the timeless classic of that you know, maybe little black dress number where you want to get the evening wear in the monochrome, and then you want to have the lift of colour for perhaps the day wear. You've got it. Less than £20 is all you pay on this one. This is your pop art jewellery kit, and it would go very nicely with the polymer clay second bundle that you did.
Really beautifully with the polymer clay bundle, because the colours would really highlight each other well.
Wouldn't they? It would go very complementary. Now, you have kind of done what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
By going monochrome.
Yeah.
And then doing colour as a little splash.
Yeah, I haven't gone too mad on a couple of pieces with colour, so I've just edged it in there slightly.
But when you start to talk about genuine gemstone jewellery, right, whether you're enjoying wearing it just for yourself or whether you are selling or giving as gifts, it's an incredible opportunity, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I mean, these gemstones are mined. They come out of the ground. Nature has formed these. And I think, you know, if we all just take a little minute just to think about what that entails, it's quite incredible, really.
And I think, like, everybody often laughs about how passionate I am, and I get the mick taken out of me all the time in my ear. They are quite funny. I can take it, though. I'm a big girl. And they take the mickey out because I get really passionate. But passion is on my experience of going to the mines and seeing that procedure.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen. I'll bring me photo. I won't bore you too much, but I've got some photographs that I can share with you of me actually at the mines of sapphire. I did sapphire and ruby mines in Thailand, and when you actually see the actual process of actually sourcing the gemstones from the ground, and the simple but yet time-consuming attention to detail of sourcing from the ground, it's incredible. It's mind-blowing, and yet we so often just go, oh, genuine gemstones, I'm moving on. No, stop and let's think what you're getting, what you're working with, and then presenting that to whether as a gift or as a selling tool, or whether you're just going to enjoy it for yourself. You're wearing something that is so very, very special.
Yeah.
And I think we underestimate it because we see the £20 and we go, oh, it's 20 quid. And it's easy to hand over £20 and actually then underestimate what you're actually receiving in return.
Yeah, I
and
think
the
so.
sterling silver.
I know, that just is an addition, isn't it? We just check that in as well. But no,
it's
these
expected.
but these are 95 sterling silver, and that is incredible. That's precious metal.
Yeah, because if you go to America right now, probably I would suggest over half the percentage of all diamonds set right now is in silver, not in gold or platinum, but diamonds these days are standardly set in silver in America. And that gives you the idea, that just reminds you of just how precious a metal is. Again, because we bring it to you all the time at these kind of price points, we become almost trained into going, oh yeah, it's less than £20 for silver. But actually what we should be going is hang on a minute, precious metal, the rise and fall of price which we cannot keep up with. I mean, I know the price of gold at the moment is just mind-blowing, but silver is just literally following that flow of ebbs and troughs, and you never know what's going to happen next with the price of precious metals.
No, not at all, not at all. And don't forget, we're buying, a couple of months in advance. So the prices that you see today, even though they're sky high, obviously we're working 4 months behind. So they're buying at those prices. So, it's so many factors are involved in the pricing of jewellery kits, but £19.95 for all of this is just crazy.
Absolutely. Quick technique.
Yep.
For this bracelet, because when you showed me this, I was like, oh, that's wicked. That is such a cool, really usable, wearable
Oh yeah,
look.
yeah, it goes with everything. You've got all the colours in there. And what I've got in front of me is the bracelet deconstructed. I've just laid that out so if we don't get a chance to show the whole technique, it is a little bit easier to see. So you're running from clasp through the back, and then obviously this is the bow at the front, and you see how I've done it in rainbow colours, just to go through.
And this is from one strand, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is there's loads left as well, absolutely tons left. But this is all just from one strand. I've gone through and picked out the rainbow colours
So if
in
I
order.
open this up like that and laid it out like that,
Yep.
can you talk us through it?
So what I've done is a gem to start with, and I'm using 2 strands of the beading thread and just crimped and a little loop at the end. And because these are double drilled, you can then run both threads through each hole.
Yeah.
Let's quickly get to that stage. So, and then you want to space those out.
So we're here.
Yeah, by using 2 of the beads. And again, there's so many in this strand that I can pick matching colours. They have different banding on them, but that's all part of the fun. You know, these are natural gemstones that show different characteristics. So done there. So we're now on to this one.
Yeah.
Where we've got your double drills.
And you're just going to do the same principle until you get to the...
absolutely. You just carry on.
They look like glasses.
They do, don't they? Little sunglasses.
That's it, little sunglasses.
And again, 2 on that one. Just to split the wires up a little bit and just to give a little bit more of interest, you might as well go to town and use the double drilling.
Yeah. Now this is the bit that I want to see where you go from it. Where you go from here.
It's really, really easy. It looks complicated, but all we have to do, pop the beading thread on.
Yeah.
And then take 1. So instead of putting just 1 on each, you just put the rainbow on. So your brown.
Oh gosh, of course you do. Oh Vicky, of course you do. I was thinking, so how's she going to do it? It's just so obvious now when you've started doing it.
It's just really, really simple. Threading it onto the beading thread. It's obviously, it takes a little while because you know, you're splitting down the gemstones and laying them out first. You don't have to do that, you can pick and choose at random.
It could be quite therapeutic, that though, right?
I do like splitting my gemstones up into colour order, it's nice. So those go on. And
you do the same again?
Same again, I'll just pop these on because you do have to do something a little bit different with the middle there just to get them to sit nicely.
Okay.
So 1, then your purple.
And I just have to say to anybody who does want this, very well received at this price point. We're now limited in stock. We're down to the teens right now. We're in the teens for quantity. So if you do want it, you need to be on the phone lines right now. 0800 644 655. As I say, this is very restricted. If you're watching on repeat, you need to be on the lines now, really, to see if we have any left in stock. I would suggest probably by the end of the show it will be sold out. Hold the lines to confirm on that one, all right? I can't say if I've got queues on the lines because our phone lines have, it's definitely not working. I suggest our phone lines are definitely not right. So with that in mind, if you are in on the lines, just stay there. It's a free phone number. You're investing your time. That's it. It's a free phone number from the BT landline.
And what we want to do is obviously get this nice curve to it. So I've turned the gem round the other way and it's a ladder weave technique. So I've popped the beading thread through that side and then take the other beading thread, pass it through in the opposite direction. Because you can just thread it on, but I just found that it's nicer to have that loop. See how that forms then?
Yeah,
See, if you put it through,
going
it would
straight in opposite direction. Yes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then from there, you can just...
Do you start all over again?
No, you've got to get back to this point here, so because it's double drilled.
Oh, yes.
So we're just crossing the threads back over using the double drills, and then you repeat the process. Thread that through. And because of the size of the gems, they then will sit nicely because you've taken that gap, that little pause, if you like, in between there.
Yeah.
And then you thread on your next lot of rainbow colours and then finish
Same
it as
principle.
well. Exactly the same way you change that one.
Jobs, loving that. I'm now down to very restricted stock. I think I'm in single quantity figures, so if you want it, it's yours for the taking, but it's less than £20 for this kit. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, or you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Apparently we've got a text come in from Lynn in Bristol. Hello Lynn, she says, hi all at Jewellery Maker, don't be mean about the little pig. There's nothing wrong with him, and it was lovely of her to donate it. Having said that, I would like the scoop along with the little pig. See? They're just pretending that they like the pig just because they want the gem scoop. Not really. My tip is use any leftover odd beads and wire to make decorations, prezzies. I give or decorate birthday cards. Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a lovely idea.
Oh, that is a good idea. That's Lynn in Bristol. Apparently, we have been inundated with people who love the pig.
Oh.
To be honest, he's not that chuffed about it. His face hasn't changed with all of the adoration that he's received today. Still, he looks grumpy. Do you know what I mean? It's Friday. Come on, book your ideas up, man. So it is one seriously grumpy looking pig, you know what I mean? So if you do want the pig, you need to come up with a handy hint. You've got half an hour, no, you've probably got quarter of an hour, because Deanna needs to make a Colonel-esque decision on who gets the pig. And if you do get the pig, I'm expecting you to do something wondrous with it. You do understand, if you get the pig, we need pictures on the wall of fame of said pig wearing your jewellery, do you know what I mean? Made from the bead scoop.
Yeah, take him to your next bead meet or something.
That's it.
Make a celebrity out of your little pig.
Look what I won. Who knew at the beginning of this morning that the pig would be so important to us? Not me. Right, it is time. It is definitely time. Not your time, step away. Just look at this. Absolutely sensational quality. It is without any doubt one of the finest. No, stop, Vic, stop. Not one, but for me, the finest labradorite strand I've ever presented. Now, I did the launch of our Strands of Distinction. I launched our Strands of Distinction about a year and a bit ago now, and I was very lucky to get probably about five feature strands of Distinction: carnelian, rose quartz, I can't remember, the peridot was one of them, and one of them was labradorite. Now that was a Strand of Distinction, and I was very, very, very excited about that quality, but it was smaller strand. It was much more delicate beads. These are top quality Strands of Distinction, but with size of beads to match the quality. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely phenomenal quality. I feel like I need to just do this, zip it. All right, don't cheer. I said don't cheer, you lot. And just let you adore this before I then tell you how low I can go on it. It's good. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? I mean, if you're watching for the first time, I've just got to tell you, not all labradorite has this calibre of labradorescence. Now, the word labradorescence and the word labradorite, they are hand in hand, because this gemstone offers some of the finest labradorescence, the schiller, so the turquoise sheen that you see into the surface of the gemstone. Internal dynamics of the little metallic inclusions. Now, You can see little speckles on some of those. Can you see the little internal speckles? Those speckles are tiny metallic inclusions. Those inclusions are what are creating that phenomenal turquoise sheen to the surface of the stone. So the light hits inside the stone, hits on those metallic inclusions, and then reacts straight back out to create that turquoisey, lustrous quality to this gemstone. It's probably one of the most fascinating feldspar gemstones. It is exquisite in standard quality. This is beyond standard. This is a strand of distinction, some of the largest and without doubt the finest caliber of labradorite I've certainly presented on this channel, and I have no doubt about telling you that I've seen some phenomenal labradorite on this channel in my time here, but just this one takes the biscuit. This really does beat them all. For me, the potential that you have right now is unmissably good. The potential for your jewellery, no, your gem collection, this is the strand for you. Once again, I've got to remind you, when you're buying genuine gemstones, it's not just about your jewellery collection that you're adding to, you're about to add to your gemstone collection. This is top grade quality, the sheen, the schiller. This would sit on our sister channel as a solitaire to a centerpiece for the hand. That's the type of quality. If it was in a larger solitaire size, I would happily offer this as one of our centerpieces to a ring. That's the quality that I'm looking at with each one of these gemstones. Truly, I know that if you want this, you will be chomping at the bit to find out what price tag it's going to go for. Do you want me to tell you roughly? Well, what are you guessing? Actually, I'm interested to think what you're guessing. Because I'm thinking to myself, if I was sitting at home right now, I know our strands of distinction are coming around about the £35 to £45 price bracket. That's our standard. £30, I would say, is the average price of a strand of distinction. Would that be about right, guys? 30 to 35 is the average, isn't it? Now, you know, if you know gemstones, this is top grade. So if that's the case, surely we should be taking this above the average price of a strand of distinction. That's logic, but we don't go with logic here at Jewellery Maker. What did I tell you earlier on? If we get a great deal, you get a great deal. If we can give you an offer, you will get that offer, and that's exactly what you're about to see. Top quality labradorite faceted rondelles for less than £20. Now is the time to... Hannah has just nearly had kittens. 0800 644 655, less than £20. It is an offer of offers. I told you we had some offers that you wouldn't be able to miss out on. I know, less than £20 was nowhere near the pricing you were anticipating. I mean, if there's one thing you're going to treat yourself today, this is the one. There's no other way to say it. This will be a sellout today. The quality commands everybody's attention, and you deserve to have this in your collection. If you miss out, I'm really sorry, but I can't guarantee that you'll get it ever again at this price. Our average pricing on strands of distinction sits around about £30 to £35 on strands of distinction. We have got a deal on this one. You're getting that deal, but I can only honour it for this offer. You've got to remember, as we've already talked about today, genuine gemstones are all on supply. We can't commit to guaranteeing this price point because we can't go to a warehouse and go, stamp me out another 500 of those in your machine. No, because we've got to go to Mother Nature and go, okay, do you have any more? Hello, Mother Nature. You know, we don't have that control. That's I've got right now. So if you want it at this price tag, I'll honour it now, but I can't guarantee it's always going to be around at this pricing. Certainly not this quality and this size. Massive congratulations. These are 4x2. 4x... Oh, look at the way that catches the light. Evening wear. I could just imagine, can I just say, Hannah just quietly there, I don't know whether you caught in her mic, she just went, I want it. She looked really pitiful as well. I almost needed to go, just take it then, just take it. £19.95 is all you're paying on this. Is the word stupendous? I think the word is stupendous strand. Absolutely exquisite. I've got queues on the lines. You know I'm going to have queues on the lines at prices like this for this quality. patience. It is a free phone number that you're dialing, a free phone number from a BT landline. You dial, you're investing your time, not your money with us when you pick up the phone. And of course, if you've already bought from us today, of which if you haven't, can I just say, where have you been? Because if you've been watching for the whole show, you will have bought something already today because there's been so many good offers. You must have bought something already and got your postage and packaging sorted. P&P paid for the whole day, £2.95 it's standard delivery. So it's the whole day from Jewellery Maker purchases for one postage and packaging at £2. We've got a brand new massive warehouse, about 5 times bigger than our last warehouse. It does mean to say that your postage and packaging is only for our channel now, but it also means that we can broaden our horizons, and we are building up a massive stock of really exciting new stuff that you will never have seen before on our channel. So it's definitely going to come with benefits, all right? But one P&P for this channel only from this point onwards, £2.95. £2.95 is your postage packaging. Less than £20 is all you pay for this top grade labradorite. There is a serious queue on the lines, and all I'll say is that if you're hitting a gauge tone on those lines, don't panic, don't think that you've missed out. I've still got quantity available. I just need you to be patient. Put the phone down if you get that engaged tone, and then dial again. As soon as you hear in, and I don't know whose voice it is. I don't know whose posh voice it is. But somebody who goes, hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. You've got 3. Right. The moment you hear that, you just need to stay on those lines, and we'll process your call. Okay, we will process your call in strict rotation. So you might have been the 30th, 40th person to pick up the phone. You'll be the 30th or the 40th person to be answered. That's how we work it. Simple as that. Less than £20 is all you pay. 70 carats of top grade. Some of the very finest labradorite we've had in our vault ever on Jewellery Maker, and we're committing to ourselves, to you right now. We're doing everything in our power to get more of this quality and more of this sizing to you, but we can't guarantee it. We'd love to, but we can't. So make the most of it while we have it. Make the most of these opportunities. Huge congratulations to you. Less than £20 is all you're paying on this. I've still got a lot of buys confirming on this. I've got to tell you, if you've bought on the web, you've got to check out on this right away. Okay? We can't just serve this for you and then you go off and then you forget to check this out. This is a really important part of Jewellery Maker purchasing. Once you've put it into your basket, you need to go to checkout on this one. Okay? You could check out as many times as you like, so don't worry about that, but you need to check this one out now to guarantee that you're going to definitely get this. Okay, I can't confirm everybody's success rate on this unless you check out within the next hour. If you put it in your basket, you've got to check it out within the next hour, okay? £19.95 is all you pay. Congratulations on that. Now, it is still really busy on our phone lines, we know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of mix it up a bit, and we're going to come over to Hannah now straight away for the challenge, and then I'm going to come back for the pearls, because of course I've still got those pearls to come, and they're going to come up probably in the next 5 minutes or so. Okay, so anybody who's holding off for those pearls, I've got 2 strands of the 7mm pearls, one in the peach blossom. I'll say that again, not what I did before, but peach blossom, and we've got also the creams as well, so that's to come. But before that, let's ahoy over to you, lady.
Ahoy!
Ahoy! Hey. I'm not sure why I said ahoy, because obviously neither of us are dressed as sailors, but you know what I mean. You've been busy.
I know. I don't know
when did you have the time?
I've just got one more to finish off, but yeah, I'm nearly.
When did you find the time to do all this?
It just kind of happened.
You bamboozled me there, because I was thinking, bless her. I mean, she's probably made 1 or 2 things, but oh no.
Half an hour ago when I looked at it, I had one thing, and I thought, quick, make things. So that's what happened.
I like power surges.
Yeah,
you were there. You were there. Is this seriously from the scoop?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd show how to use a scoop and just do sort of everything in one necklace.
That is crazy. You've got to give that a close-up. You got to.
And you should see how much I've got left as well. So I've just tried to pick the same sort of tones, but just in random order, and just it onto a length of beading thread. Added a little jump ring at the bottom and a bolt ring, and I've made interchangeable pendants.
Oh look, you good. Look. So you just change it up and get a different look for different occasions.
there's tons of different types of gemstones in there. You've got carnelian, pearl, smoky quartz, pyrite.
Pyrite, yeah.
It all matches.
Did you get all of it? Did you make that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah, right? You're putting us all to shame with your productivity.
I tried to do everything that everyone had said. So I'd done the little hair vine with all random beads, but again, keeping the same tones. And it's so therapeutic, as you say, just to sit and go through your bead scoop and take out all the matching tones. Really funky look.
And again, that was with the early bird with the wire.
That's with my early bird.
That early bird was 0.4 mil at £2.45. So it was a bit of a blinding of offer, really. I think that's probably what everybody we kickstarted the day really well, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think we've just progressed even more exciting. That would make a beautiful bracelet, but then, as you say, like kind of put it into your hair as a little fascinator.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's one of those things that's really, really versatile, and it's the only 1, 2, 3 things I've added, apart from the bead scoop, and obviously I had a couple of findings in the bead scoop anyway, the ribbon and a tiny bit of red wire.
That's amazing, isn't it? Isn't that exciting, just to know you've got that chance to just be able to create? And for talking about creating, we've still got lots of our guest designer tips coming through. So let me read one out. Sheila, lovely Sheila. Sheila gave us a great tip. So how about this one for an idea? She says, use our beading thread for stitching. Join them together with other coloured thread to make flowers with a variety of stitches using a herringbone stitch, a ladder stitch, running stitch, etc. So use it as just like literally as a needle and thread to create something a little bit different.
I like that tip. That's a good tip.
I know. Upstairs for thinking. Yep. I know we've got another one as well. Who else have we got? Natalia. Natalia's always good with ideas like this. She's a Natalia. I have to say, Natalia just gave me loads of ideas because I just sent out a general text, email to everyone. Can you come up with some ideas for some handy hints for? The email was phenomenal, so if she's watching today, Natalia, bless you, thank you very much. Take a look at this one from Natalia. She says, collect small samples of embossed wallpaper from your local DIY store. You can use these to roll onto silver clay, metal clay and polymer clay to create interesting looking textures.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really good. I like that.
I like that as well. Do you want Debbie's? I'll throw that one at you as well, why not? We may as well get in as many handy hints as possible. Debbie came up with another one, as she did. I've seen jewellery and even clothes made from plastic folder filled with ration books or food wrappers, which look fabulous, teamed with the steampunk fashion. And it's really in, actually. And paper beads are beautiful. Old bottle tops can make great badges, fridge magnets and pendants filled with old images. She's good, isn't she? All of our guest designers who have got involved and given us some ideas, bless you, thank you very much for you. I really appreciate you. Now, do they? Quite a lot of people are saying they want steampunk as the next theme.
Go for it. I love steampunk. I love it.
Really? No, I don't know what it is. What is steampunk?
So it's all like really high fashion Victoriana, but with like cogs, and it's kind of like it's a retro vibe, but it's quite high end looking as well. You know, you use cogs, very industrial pieces, nuts, bolts.
Oh, how interesting.
All that sort of thing, yeah, it's really
Well, let's see who's going to be on, because it depends on who we've got as to what theme we'll choose, because we don't know when we're going to do it yet. We haven't decided when the next theme's going to be. I do have another theme to announce. I'm so excited! I'm so excited because I came up and I heard it on the radio. I was like that. Oh, please let me be working anywhere around that time. Did you know it was Bond International Day? Yes, celebrating James Bond. We're going to be there. 4th of October, we are celebrating James Bond. We have got themes coming out of our ears. We have got Goldfinger themes. We have got Octopussy themes. Oh my goodness me, I am beyond myself. Never say never, we have got a really good one for that one. So to be watching on the 4th of October. So that's our Bond theme, and it's because it's International Bond Day. I need to be careful how I say that because that sounds good. International Bond Day on the 5th of October. So we're going to celebrate on the 4th. Let's go this way, boys, because we have got to fit in those pearls, because there's a lot of people who have got the labradorite, who have got all of the offers, and we are going to go straight to your pearls. Pearls, pearls, pearls. Hannah, sorry. thank you for all your hard work.
Thank
I just
you.
wanted to say that, so just in case we got all busy at the end of the show, I want to know that Hannah's put a load of work in. I know you can tell that, can't you? But I just wanted to say officially, I really
Oh,
appreciate
thank
all
you.
your
It's been
hard
good
work,
fun.
doll. Really appreciate it. Right, are you ready for it? We were born ready. Now I'm just going to do this like this and show you them together. Okay, you're not getting them together in the offer. I'm going to do separate offers so you can choose which one you want. But actually, in principle, the price that we're going to give you them for, get both. That's I'm going to tell you now. The price you're about to get these for, you will be able to afford to get both of them. So you have here the combination of the peach and the cream. Okay. Let me take away the peach first, because the peach is coming shortly. The peach are coming in at 7 to 9 mil. The creams are coming in 7 to 8 mil. Okay. They are beautiful, really, really beautiful. The quality of these, you've got that lovely, I mean, I would classify them as almost like perfect ovals. You know, that simple sheen that a pearl gives you, that seduction of that orient of light. Now, the orient of light of a pearl is where the light hits off the nacre, and the nacre, do you know how pearls are actually formed? Pearls form in a mollusk, and as the seawater enters into the mollusk like that, or the clam as some people would call it, or the oyster like that, okay, as it starts to go inside, it literally is in that nuclear, in that centre, the water and all the debris of the ocean all starts to create this lovely form, and it just layers and layers. Those layers are called nacre, N-A-C-R-E, the nacre, and literally those formations then create this incredible formation of the pearl as you see it here. They always say on average it's around about 1 millimetre to every year of growth. So you're looking here at 7 to 8 millimetre pearls, so around 7 to 8 millimetre of formation time, okay? So that's just how they work it. It's an incredible, genuinely beautiful strand that you're getting here, and let's repeat, these are genuine gemstones. These are not synthetics. I repeat for the 90th time, these are not synthetics. I want you to go to your local department store, right, and have a look at the price that they charge you, and they do charge you without any hesitation. They can charge you for pretend pearl necklaces. 4 pearls in department stores come in at ridiculous price tags, and I'll say that in my experience only, I couldn't justify paying that, because I know what we can do for pearls like here, genuine pearls. These are cultured freshwater pearls. The price tag we can do for this look is less than £10. $9.95. Oh my goodness me, there is no hesitation in my mind. If you want them, you've got to be on those lines early. Think of that £10 note. Did you think when you tuned into the Retro Show today, we would be able to offer this quality, this sumptuous distinction of pearl strand for less than £10? No, you've got to say no to that. You can't imagine that we'll be able to do this every day of the week, but we'll do it for you today. It is an amazing chance to make a huge difference, whether you're going to do something simple like a pearl bracelet, a feature neckline look, or whether you're going to mix these into an already statement piece that you've already got in your collection. Pearls add quality. Pearls add detail. If you want to join us, now is the time to do so. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Hold the lines to confirm. Congratulations. www.jewellerymaker.com. $9.95 is all you're paying. The perfection of those, the classic quality. And if you got the larger pearls earlier on, those were $12.95. What about that as a combination? Oh! That really does look incredible, doesn't it? That really does look incredible. I've got to move on now. If you've got a phone in your hand for the cream. I tell you what, for the cream, for the 7 to 8 mil cream, give us that code again, guys. It just disappeared too quickly for me to see it. BODP86. BODP86. That is the code that you need to have for the peach, for the cream white pearls. That is your code. 9.95. BODP 86. Because now I've got to go on to the peach. Now, these are larger. Okay, these are coming in at the larger size. So the cream were coming in at 7 to 8, and these are coming in at 8 to 9 millimeter. 8 to 9 millimeter on your beautifully classic. I mean, these are traditionally wearable, stylish, elegant, sophisticated. I mean, the words just roll out the tongue, don't they, when you come up with this gem strand, because it's so simply beautiful. Guess what? Guess what we can do? We are unbeatably good today in my mind. In my mind, we are outlandishly good. If you've already bought from us, add this to your order, because your peach cultured pearls are $9.95 as well. They're larger, but they're still the same price. Now, what do I tell you? Whenever we get a great offer, you will get that offer in return. That's what this is. You should be paying a higher price. We've seen that. We've done the larger pearls for $12.95. We've done the smaller pearls for $9.95. So surely we should be in the middle, around £10, £11 for this price point, for this size. Forget it. You've got it for less than a tenner, and add it to your order offer. See, we finish off this show as we started with spectacular, unmissably good offers. Postage and packing for the whole day is £2.95. That's from Jewellery Maker. Don't forget, you've got the late show starting at 5 o'clock this evening. Late show 5 till 9 this evening, so you can add to your order today on that postage and packing offer. Of course, your express delivery is still available to you for £4.95 if you prefer. That's your option. It depends on how you want it. £2.95 for standard delivery. The number's there to dial. You could join us on the web. Peach cultured pearls, 7 to 9 millimeter, £9.95 is all you pay. And do you know what? Right, I have got 2 minutes on air, and I'm going to be so naughty. I'm going to be so naughty. Look at this. This is a launch offer, okay? Just because I'm looking at the pearls and I'm going, but if you've got the pearls, this would go so perfectly. Look at this. Don't look at me like that, boss. I know I've only got 2 minutes. I know. Sorry. But look at this. This goes perfectly. Perfectly. Yeah, okay. This is brand new. If you've got the pearls, check out the bundle of ribbons that you can get. You're looking here at your orange and brown hue of your organza ribbon. Looking at the cumber, you've got the creams that are going to match. You've got the peaches, you've got the darker oranges, like the burnt oranges. You've got the sunshine yellows, you've got your white and blacks. Oh, perfect for that kit earlier on, the monochrome appeal that you've got there. This ribbon bundle, you are getting here, am I right in saying 100 metres? 100 metres of organza ribbon. For what price? 100 metres? £4.95. Fit it. Look at Hannah. I love it. I wish we had a Hannah cam. Hand cam, it should be called. Hand cam, because every so often she goes like that. Like I could see flames coming out. I go, what? £4.95. This is what it is all about, isn't it? It's all about opportunity. Look at those textures. Those creams, beautiful look. I love that abundance of textures. Remember, 100 metres for £4.95. 100 metres for less than a fiver. Ridiculous. And I've got to say to you, who is the winner? It's Shirley! Pig, you're going to the Shetlands! Oh! You're going to the Shetlands! Oh, Shirley, who came up with the idea about putting it under the bin that you liked, Hannah. Oh, Hannah liked that. She said that was her favourite one as well. So, Pig, bless you. Oh, it's gone like kind of across the oceans and everything.
Sad now, he's going.
Oh, you have a lovely time. Oh, bless it. It doesn't look that impressed now, does he? Do you know what I mean? But Shirley, congratulations to you. And you also get the pig. Bless it. Thank you so much for a brilliant show today. I really appreciate everybody taking the time, texting in and saying hello to us. More appropriately, I say thank you to Hannah and to Deanna and all of the crew who have got so involved in this. You're all amazing to work with. I'll see you in the morning. Don't forget, late show starts at 5 o'clock. Add to your order. There's plenty more to look forward to.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or Freesat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or Freesat and call